was eating a candy bar. It was really good, actually. I was eating Paydays. What is this? It says peanut caramel bar. Paydays are hilarious because they're literally exactly what it says. You know, there's no beautiful, delicious chocolate covering. There, none of the bullshit. Just get right to the meat and the nuts. But yeah, it's peanuts and like a caramel that kind of holds it all together in bar form. It's kind of hard to explain, but Paydays have gone up in the tier list quite a bit. Your boy is over here experimenting with all kinds of foods now, cause you know, college student, saving money, ramen, fucking trying to stay healthy at the same time. If only there was a way to eat healthy and save money, but there's not. It's either one or the other. If you want to be healthy, you kind of gotta fork over some paper. If you want to not be starving, it's one or the other, you know? You can get cheap, unhealthy food that's not even that cheap anymore. Like, everything is just base price higher than ever. I know that for many reasons, from self-experience, but also because... hold on. I've been messing with my audio settings because they have been pissing me off like crazy. I've been looking at my VODs, clips, all that, and I don't know how to describe it because I'm not an expert. The compression on it is fucking crazy, where it's not even if I yell or raise my voice or anything, it just sounds awful, and I don't know why, and I don't know how to fix it. But I'll go like, oh, and it'll sound like I'm screaming into the mic, and I'm not. If I hold the mic away from me, it sounds like shit. If I put the mic up to my lips, it sounds like shit. There is no happy medium. Do I just need to pay attention to how loud I'm being? That seems to be the only solution, but what if I'm popping off? What if I'm geeking? But whatever. So in my microeconomics class, I'm just gonna hop right into the game because I want to beat this before Hades 2, because when Hades 2 comes out, I'm only gonna want to play Hades 2, you feel me? So yeah, we're back in the city. There we go. Thank God this game actually has like, here's what you were up to before, go back and keep doing it, you know? Thank fuck for that. But as I was saying, right, my microeconomics class, let's cut the music. DJ, turn that bullshit off. So I, in my class, have been following the market, which sounds crazy to say, but literally, like, I look at, hey, what is the unemployment rate like? What is the employment rate like? How many new jobs have been added per month? Like, what is the expected growth? What is the actual growth? What is the number that you want to see? And so on and so forth. And man, it looks bad. It looks fucking bad. It looks so bad. So because of that, like everything, okay, everything has gotten more expensive, and there is like a 10th the amount of jobs that you wanted to see grow last month compared to the actual number. So let's say, as an example, I'm pretty sure this is the exact number. You want to see 200,000 jobs added to the US economy every month, right? Every month. Jobs added, like postings and I guess, and employment. The actual number, as in how many people became employed, is a staggering 20,000. That's nothing. That's a 10th of what you want to see. I think it was actually 19,000. But point being, it's only a 10th of what you actually want to see. So with everything going on in the world, on top of this, it's like, it really feels... Okay, he's not going to take no for an answer. I wasn't paying attention. So with everything going on in the world, it's just kind of... There was another YouTuber that talked about this, and he basically said, it feels like everything is accelerating, right? Like, there was a shooting at a high school last week. Nobody knows the names of the people affected. Nobody knows the name of the shooter. I bet 80% of the people out there right now don't even know what the state that it happened in was, you know? Like, it really just, it's fucked, man. The situation is fucked. That's the whole top and bottom. That's the whole point. Shit is bad, okay? That's just one thing that happened, right? Fucking Russia is out here doing fun drone surveillance in Poland, like deep in Poland airspace, and they invoked chapter 4, article 4. Oh my god, why did he start first? Get fucked, young man. Matter of fact, these Pokemon are not good for this fight, but we'll thug it out. Bidoof, you go first, soften him up. This Pikachu looks kind of strong. I guess technically tackle would be the better move here, because this is stab. Rollout has to hit twice in order to do the same amount of damage. This fucking Bidoof ain't living that. Send it. Yeah, attaboy. Dude, the damage in this game is fucked up. That's what it is. But yeah, and then people are treating the Charlie Kirk situation as if it was a political assassination, and it's like, no, 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 that's not the right term for this. That's not what this is at all. It was a political affiliated person, right? But he was not a politician. He never held any office. He was never elected for any of this stuff. It's just a guy who made his bread off of talking about things in the realm of politics. But he was not a politician, but they're treating it like it is, to the point where this fucking peanut is like, we need to put the flags at half-mast. You know, when actual politicians get assassinated, he's like, LOL, like quite literally LOL. He was like, why should I bother contacting anybody for this shit? But a guy he likes gets fucking murked, and it's like the end of the world. And we haven't talked about that part too much because it's been a couple days, so we know all the information now. It's so bad. Last night, it was around 8 p.m. I was watching the Fast and Furious movies with my girlfriend, right? Because she had never seen the Fast and Furious movies. Fucking crazy, right? So it's like 8 p.m., maybe 8:30. We watched the first Fast and Furious movie, which holds up. It's very well paced. The only thing that's like a no-no is that there is a homophobic slur in that movie, and you go, oh right, 2000 what was it again? It was like 2001, I want to say. Not that that's any excuse, like that doesn't make it okay, but you do have to remember certain things were okay, like not okay to say, but you know what I mean. Like, nobody cared if you said it or not. And I am glad we live in a world where, hey, now people can't just say whatever the fuck they want. There are consequences to this. Thank fuck for that. But yeah, so first Fast and Furious movie, pretty good. I always talk about this every chance I get. It is hilarious to me that the shit in the first movie, the big heist at the beginning, middle, end of the movie, all of it is Panasonic TVs that have VCRs built into them. That's the big plot item. The whole reason that all this terrible shit is happening in the movie is because a bunch of car thefts, or people using cars to perform heists, and they were stealing Panasonic VCR TVs to really date the movie, to be honest with you. So that's crazy. It makes me feel old as hell to say that. I didn't even own one of those in the past, but you get the point. So Oh yeah, he teaches you the backstrike. Surely this isn't some implication as to what, you know, what kind of shit he be up to. You know what? I was giving this game some flack earlier, but am I crazy or does it look like it's running a lot smoother than it was the other day? I deadass feel like it's running better, but that can't be, right? Like that can't possibly be. Beedoof, I'm about to murder you, bro. I can't stop this Shinx, man. It ain't up to me. Are we talking about Fast and Furious? Yes. So we watched the first movie. Makes you feel old as shit that it was based off of stealing Panasonic VCR TVs. Cause damn, like those must have been a luxury item back in the day. They even said they were like, the shipment stolen summed up to be worth in the millions. And I was like, bro, millions? But we do live in a world where, how do I put it? We live in a world where technology has become extremely affordable. Affordable, common, easy to get, right? How much is it right now to buy like a fairly nice TV? Right now, just number off the top of your head, right? My number would have to be like a nice TV, $200. To me, $200 for a nice TV that's gonna last you a couple years, that's a pretty good deal, right? $2 grand. What the fuck are you buying? The Bat computer in the Bat Cave? No, I'm not talking about like a big, extravagant, crazy ass TV. Just a nice TV. Like living room, 70-inch, 75, because I think that's what I have, and it's great. Just a nice TV, and that's not even on sale. I would say anywhere from $200 to $400, right? If you want like a over-the-top entertainment system, then sure, it can add up to be $2 grand. But I've never bought a $2,000 TV. I don't intend to either. Well, maybe one day in the future, but probably not. Yeah, $250 to $300. That's what I mean. So that's my point, is that maybe back in the day electronics were, you know, high-end, expensive. It was like the standard was you were gonna spend some bread on this, right? But in this day and age, bro, a good quality bitch, we're fighting. You don't have a choice. It is I love the Shank standing on top of the mountain. This game is beautiful. I don't care what people say. Look at this texture on this tree. Do you really think I give two shits about how it looks? No, because the gameplay is good. Game run good. Why do I care? Point being that it is mad cheap to get what is considered good quality electronics in this day and age. However, if you like go back in time and, you know, suss out the math, is kind of crazy right now, right? Many strong Pokemon on this other side of the bridge. You're a first rank. Boy, let me shove you into this river for yapping at me. You're wasting my time. Yeah, so there's not a lot of trainers in this game, but it's they justify it really well. This is not a game that is about battling against other trainers. It is about interacting with the wild Pokemon around the world, and I fucking love it. Oh, whoops, I accidentally told her that I was a punk bitch. It don't matter, lady. Come here. Time to squabble. But yeah. So, first Fast and Furious movie is about stealing very expensive TVs that would probably cost you like $100 in this day and age. Maybe less, if I'm being honest. Right? So, you have that. The second Fast and Furious movie, from my memory, is maybe my favorite one of all, because everything about it is like A1, bro. Steak sauce. The second Fast and Furious movie, appropriately named Too Fast, Too Furious, is a movie where the main character, Brian O'Connor, damn, nice crit, bro. Brian O'Connor is a FBI. Well, he's a disgraced cop. Okay, let's start with that. Because in the first movie, he was an undercover cop who wanted to move up in the ranks of like law enforcement. It didn't work out because he let Dom go for some reason, right? Like, why did he do that? And we find out why in the second movie. Not that it makes sense, but like we find out why, okay? Munchlax is a special tank, so let's go for Bite. I don't think flinching is in this game, so... Yeah, bitch. There you go. So, in the second one, Brian is a disgraced cop. He's living in Miami, kind of drifting around, kind of just made his way there. There's no real reason why he's there. He's just there. And so, it turns out that, you know, he's doing a street racing thing. He's met up with Ludacris. Ludacris is like a dope-ass organizer for racing. And he owns his own garage, and he's just living it the fuck up in Miami, right? Like, life is chill. And the FBI catches him, and they're like, bro, we could bust you on some bogus charges, or we could use you to catch, like, drug dealers or some shit. And he goes, well, it's either that or prison, and I ain't going to prison. Pretty boy like him? Hell nah. So he's like, alright, I'll fucking help you guys out, but if I'm doing this and I need to have a partner, it's gonna be who I want to be my partner, not some bozo who's gonna get me killed, right? Oh, hell yeah. Is that a damn cricketot? You? Come that way, homeboy. So that I can catch you. You pussy! Don't run! No! No! Got him. There you go. Cricketot. New Pokemon. Oh, yeah. I gotta get used to this. That's okay, though. This game is just mad chill, and that's what I love about it. Like, yeah, some of the fights can get a little insano, but if you just go around catching Pokemon, having a good time, ugh. Peak. Got him. No! My throwing arm is kind of weak. Yeah, I was about to murderize him. If he didn't come with me right there, I would have smoked you, my G. Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, who is this? Aha! We do need to fight it. We do need to fight it. But yeah, so apparently Brian, played by Paul Walker, he is old friends with Tyrese Gibson's character, who is named Roman, and Roman's kind of he's a real bad to the bone criminal. Like, he's not a villain, but he's just constantly doing illegal shit throughout the whole movie. And it's like, bro, you have no impulse control at all. He's just getting into trouble to fucking, for the sport of it, basically. It's a lady starling. Am I crazy? It feels like the game is running smoother than it was the last time I played it. Like, it literally just looks like it's performing better. There's gotta be some type of placebo. It's gotta be, because ain't no way the game is just suddenly running better. That would be Giga Cap. Anywho, so the movie's paced incredibly, because it's like, we're gonna need a bunch of cars so that we can get away with saving our hides from not just the drug dealers that the US government is putting us up against, but also we need to, like, keep ourselves in check from the fucking government themselves, because they don't give two shits if Brian or Roman die. in the process of what they're doing, and that's fucked up, right? Like, they straight up just, oh no, if you die, but as long as we get our guy, we don't care about you. A very accurate portrayal of the United States government. Like, they're just not even pretending anymore. So, I'm not gonna go into like the specifics of the movie from start to finish. That's kind of boring to me, but you get the point, right? Like, it is this incredible story. Oh, wait. Shinx. You're not gonna have a ground type move, bitch. If anything, you'll have like rock throw or something. I need bite. Yeah. That's what we need. We need to just soften them up. Soften them up. So the second movie is my favorite because of the music, the characters, the pacing, everything about it. It's like, I don't want to sound like I'm, you know, dick riding or anything, but I genuinely do think that Too Fast, Too Furious is almost a perfect movie. I don't really have many notes. Like, there's no slow part of the movie or anything. It's just good as shit the whole time. Now, the third movie, as fun as it is and as biased as I am, it's not the best movie. Okay? Let's go. Put the Geodudes on my team right now, dude. Wait, how do I access my guys? I actually don't remember. I think I have to go to a box. Which is so funny that we even have those in this game, but... yeah. The third one was Tokyo Drift? Yes. But, no. But yes. That's the part about it that is kind of confusing, and, you know... I'm just gonna say it out loud. I think people are stupid, okay? So, here's the problem with the next Fast and Furious movie. I'll take you both on. Oh, just the one. Just the one, then. Oh, he ran away. That's pretty cool, too, I guess. That's crazy. I forgot they could do that. So, the third movie is Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, right? Very cool. It is a movie with a completely different cast, right? This is a completely different group of people than the, you know, Brian and Dom and like the Fast and Furious friends that we've made along the way, okay? Instead, it is this kid whose name I genuinely still couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you the name of the main character. I think it's Dennis? Terrence? Terry? Whatever. They literally say his name like twice in the whole movie. I don't give a fuck either. So, the main character of Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift is a teenager, first of all, played by a 30-year-old man, and he's kind of a troublemaker. He keeps having to move around from state to state because he keeps getting in trouble. It's kind of ruining his life, his mom's life, and he gets into some beef with these like overprivileged high school kids. Shocker, teenagers are monsters. Hello, Joe Sushi. And he goes to glorious Nippon Des because that is where his father is, right? And his dad is in the Navy. What, y'all notice me? When did they give the Pokemon, like, extendo clips? Fight me, then. Yeah, I caught your boyfriend. You're next. Or I could just kill him. We'll do a little grinding. So, Sean Boswell? I don't remember that at all. That's crazy. They literally say his name like twice in the whole movie. Anywho, Sean goes to Tokyo because his dad is there, and it's a good way for him to like kind of stay out of trouble in the US. He immediately gets caught up in the racing scene because his best friend, Little Bow Wow, he goes by Bow Wow at this point in the movie, or at this point in his career, excuse me. So Bow Wow is like, check it out, I got this car that looks like the Hulk. And that's not important, but I just wanted to bring that up because it's stupid as hell. And he gets into the racing scene. This fucking fly-ass Korean dude named Han is like, yo, you think you're hot shit, you're talking like it. How about you take my car, one of my cars, because he's got it like that. Take one of my cars and go race. Race and represent me. And the main character, Sean, he doesn't know about drifting. He doesn't know the name of the movie is Tokyo Drift. So he takes the car and he is just destroying all of the parking lots in Japan. It's fucking pitiful. And he races the final boss at the beginning of the movie, which is cool because then you get to kind of see like, oh my god, this is where I'm starting. And you get to see his progress, which is always a 2 thumbs up from me, right? I like seeing character progression. Ooh, oh, I meant to catch your bitch ass. Time to die. And so Sean gets his ass beat by a dude named DK. And I'm watching the movie with my girlfriend. She's never seen any of the Fast and Furious movies. And it turns out she and the main character are like the same person. Oh, is this a fucking... Where did this Geodude come from? Whoop. Come here, homeboy. Your mom... Oh, is that a Drifloon? Oh, shit. No! Fuck you, bro. You're ugly anyway. I don't want you. Ho ass. This is who I want. Oh, alright. Violence it is. Wait! No! Stop! Oh my god. Alright, well, I didn't think this through because both of these attacks are super effective. We need to switch to something that's not super effective and whittle it down. I don't want to use rollout. I guess Aqua Jet. Shit. I came here to hide? What the fuck? From who? LAPD? What's going on? We're talking about the Fast and Furious movies right now. We watched the third one. We had a good time with it. It was very fun, very funny, very stupid. And after the main character runs into... The guy's name is DK. And Bow Wow's in the elevator. He's like, do you know what DK stands for? And Sean is like, Donkey Kong. But my girlfriend said it at the same time that he said it. And she was just laughing her ass off. I'm like, y'all are just the same person, honestly. So that was very funny, very charming. You know, I do enjoy watching movies with her. It is very often a really good time. I'm a lucky man. I'm a lucky man. Blah blah blah. Here we go. You don't see me. You don't see me. You have astigmatism. Came here to hide from the world. You know what? That's valid, bro. The world is a fucking mess right now, man. I don't mean to get on my hippie shit. And, you know, we talk about all the serious shit all day, every day. I'm not trying to drag it, you know? But I completely understand what you're saying and where you're coming from. Okay, so we got plenty of the tumble doohickeys. Now, why don't we get more apricorns? Who is that Pokemon down there? Or is that just a plant? That's just a plant. Ooh, Zubat! Yeah, I remember that fuck-ass Parasect. I want you guys to know that Parasect is a noob trap. He's actually way, 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 way too strong for you to be trying to catch it right now. It's kind of hilarious. Go! Distraction! That's right. Are you the kind of Pokemon that's gonna run towards it or run away? Gotcha! I don't have one of these, right? Or maybe I do. No. Okay, cool. New Zubat just dropped. Yeah. Am I crazy or does the game look like it's running better? It feels like it is. Alright. I mean, I should actually just do progression, but just catching Pokemon in this game is a good way to level up, and I love that. Whoa! The mechanics on that look terrible. Alright, we got plenty of Tumblestone, which is good, but... Oh, you want some of this? You really want some of this? Posted a picture of pizza with peanut butter and everyone is clowning on me. Okay, did you ever have pizza with peanut butter on it? First question. I'm gonna turn this into a damn interview, bro. Have you ever had pizza with peanut butter on it. Is this like a specialty item or what? There we go. Anyway, we watched Tokyo Drift. The acting is genuinely atrocious. The only good actors in it are Han and the guy who plays the Drift King, aka Tadashi, who is killing it. I didn't know this, but apparently the actor from that was the bad guy, he went on to do some pretty good stuff in his career. He's like still a pretty solid sized actor to this day, which, hey, that makes me happy. Always love to see a brother shine. Alright, we go this way. There's some more tumblestone. Where the fuck are the apricots, my G? Who is this? Who wants some of this? Starly. Oh, hell yeah. We call this guy food. I love the Tokyo Drift song. That is how popular that movie was, that it really did a number on society. That song is popular because of the song, or because of the movie. Duh. I just said something really stupid, so my bad. But yeah, I look, I'll say this. The Tokyo Drift movie is very, very fun. The acting in it is really bad, but the music, the actual cinematography, everything else minus the actual acting is like stellar. Like no notes, fellas, no notes. Will the game even let me catch him right now? No, right? Relax, dude. Relax. I can't fight him yet. I think he's like mid-20s for some reason. Oh! He is trying to poison me. I'd say that's enough grinding for now. Even the grinding in this game is fun. What a good fucking game. But anywho, Tokyo Drift, pretty good movie. I have never seen the 4 Fast and Furious movie, which is kind of ironic because apparently a good amount of that movie takes place in the Dominican Republic, which made me go, hey! And apparently there's even Dominican actors in the movie. And I was like, oh! So, you know, it got late, which is why I was telling this whole story. It got late, otherwise we would have watched that movie too, you know? But we didn't get around to it. It was like 8 p.m. I was tired as shit for some reason. I don't know why. I just was, right? And so I go to bed. This was last night. It's like 8 p.m. I fall asleep. I wake up around 1 a.m. because my girlfriend's going to bed because she was like, you know, doing some school stuff herself. And I wake up when she is coming down to bed to like go to sleep. And lo and behold, my dumbass. Zubat, you don't want to do this, bro. What the fuck? No, look out. When did they give all the Pokemon like extendo reach, bro? I swear to everything, they weren't able to like find me this easily when I played this before. Now it feels like everyone and their mama's on me. Big part of this game is the actual like... Get the fuck out of here, bro. Oh wow, he actually hit me. Oh, am I about to fall asleep? Zubat, go! Pokemon are dangerous. Oh wow, that's crazy. Now, the funny thing is, I think that they changed how sleep works in these games. Damn, that looks cool. I know that the system for this is completely broken, though, of like the strong attack, weak attack, all that stuff breaks this game. I don't give a shit. This is a game for fun. Sweet! That's a catch. And if it's not... Ooh, I was about to release. I was about to get his ass. Yeah, this is another really cool thing that this game does. Look at this. Instead of Pokemon evolving after a fight or something, fuck that. You click the button to evolve them. I personally think that this is a better way to do it. Genuinely. But everybody has their own opinion, so, you know. I can even involve my Starly. Even the evolution screen in this game is just better than what we usually get. Because look, it almost makes the Pokemon look intimidating before it evolves. This game looks better than I remember it being. I'm actually really impressed right now. But anywho, right? So the fourth movie is interesting because it takes place in the Dominican Republic. Well, part of it. I keep saying that. Oh, and before I forget, interesting little tidbit. Alright, fuck off. Y'all were ugly anyway. They just left. Whoa, Geodudes. Alright. These dudes need to go. So here's the interesting thing. Is that a lot of people didn't know this, myself included, when all these damn movies were coming out. Did you guys know that Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift is actually one of the last movies in the timeline? I didn't know that. Apparently that movie takes place way into the timeline. Like, here's the timeline. Fast and Furious 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tokyo Drift is like the 7th in the timeline, and then it goes back to like normal order. So you go, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. But that's how they did it. I'm trying to remember why. I think it heavily involves Han, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it, and I don't want anybody to tell me because then it'll be spoiled for me. Ooh, can I catch this guy? If I try really, really hard, maybe we can catch ourselves. Oh, that's a Staraptor, right? No, that's a Staravia. Yeah, we can catch him. Get on over here, bitch. All right, here we go. Fuck! No! I threw it just shy of where it needed to be. And then there's an Avra. He's gonna run away. Unless... if I can catch this, that'd be shway. But he probably will. Yeah. That's normal. That's normal. That's okay. Alright. Well, he's ignoring me again. Playing it cool. Playing it cool. I eat it regularly? What? Are you fucking with me or are you serious? Because I've never heard of... God damn it. The throwing in this is so off. Oh, there's the Abra again. No, you're gonna run away. It's okay. It's okay. I gotta get used to the throwing distances because it is just completely off. Level 9 Buizel. Are you the one that's aggro to me? Really, dude? You want some of this? I don't even care about him. Yeah, my sense of distance is completely off. I gotta get used to it again. Weasel, I don't want to do this to you, bro. I will murderize you if need be. Oh, alright. I didn't want to do this. But you're pissing me off. Do I not have one of these? I thought I did. Well, any of these moves will kill you, so... Perfect. Perfect! I've seen people take that and sample it and turn it into a beat. Just the fighting game thing, the perfect! There you go. Alright. Oh, we do have Weasel. That's a big Weasel. Alright, so the game really wants you to get up close. No, you didn't see me. You didn't see me. Shut the fuck up. All I was trying to do. Ah! Damn it! Alright, we're old-fashioned way. Holy shit! That's crazy. I was not familiar with your game. I'm out of here, my G. You're way too strong. Matter of fact, I think the game will literally not let me catch that. I'm pretty sure it'll be like, what are you doing? Stop. Leaving me to be like, yeah, you right. My bad. What was I thinking? That was really high level. That's like, not endgame, but very close to it, to be honest. That's like 20 hours in ass Pokemon. But alright, now that's enough grinding. He was just there, officer. I got nothing. I need more apricots though. I'll tell you what. There you go. We can get the majestic deer. Nah, you don't want to fight me, right? Yeah. Fucking Starly. Little bitch. But yeah, I've never seen the 4th movie. What is this? Why is that shaking? Pokeball, go! Oh, there was a Pokemon. You're not a rock at all. You're a Geodude. Ah! I've never seen the 4th movie. We were like halfway into it, but I just couldn't stay awake. I straight up fell asleep. So after that, damn, that gave me a lot of Tumblestone. Good lord. So after that, I woke up around like 1 a.m. I couldn't go back to sleep, but I didn't feel tired, which is the whole point of this conversation. It's a very strange thing that's happening to me. I think if I get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, my body is like, you're good, dude. That's all we were asking of you. 4 or 5 hours of sleep and I'm ready to rock. Cause I didn't sleep the entire time from 1 a.m. up until right now. Still feeling okay. Still going strong. Maybe not the best thing, cause like, you know, booted up my games today, did all my bullshit in Hoyo, and then I went to do some homework, and then I got really angry because I had a homework assignment for my computer class, and that's the one I'm most excited about, most interested in, because it's my fucking major, you know? But genuinely, when I say this, the professor is completely worthless. The professor is completely worthless. They all are, to be very honest with you guys, but the professor, all he does is read off the slides. We have not done any assignments. We have not been tested on our studying. Nothing. That's a nice clean rip. So they know how stupid Crickettoon's sound is. So this is why they gave us this, you know? And then they play it 3 different times. Yeah, the concept of alpha Pokemon is pretty cool. Larger than the others, may know moves that are rare for their species. Appear to be difficult to catch. There you go. They know. Now, I'm trying to remember if you can catch this while you're fighting it. I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. Oh, here we go! Good lord! Alright. I really don't think that Gust would kill. Oh my god, he's still doing it. I highly doubt that this would kill. Let's go agile just to test the waters, right? Look at this dude in his bob hat. Who? The fucking... me? I don't know who you're referring to. I think another one is fine, right? That'll put him in about the 1/3 range. Good lord. But seriously, my professors are just so worthless, bro. So I'm over here paying for college and the professors aren't teaching, but we still have homework, we still have assignments, and we still have tests. And it's like, how dare you? This is gonna sound crazy, but like, if you've been listening, it might not. How dare you give homework on shit that you haven't been teaching? The audacity of it, like, makes me angry, to be honest. And everybody that's asked me is like, how is college going? How are the classes going? I'm like, I was looking forward to it. I was excited to go back to a learning environment and learn something new, something that is going to help me long term. But it has really taken all the wind out of my sails with how unbelievably pointless the classes feel. Because it genuinely feels like I'm just wasting my time writing shit down and doing my best in every assignment. And it's like, I'll get an A, but is this gonna be something I can transfer over to my new career? No, it's not. It's dead ass not. And that makes me very angry, because it's like, I'm using the GI Bill, which means I kind of have it better than my peers, because they all are paying like tens of thousands of dollars to get a college education. I earned my GI Bill. I don't have to pay as much as they do, and I'm getting pissed off. I'm like looking around left and right. Is this a fucking scam or what? And everybody I talk to is like, yeah, it's kind of a scam. It's like, what the fuck is the point of going to college? It makes me very angry. So that's been on my mind a lot. I only have one Pokeball, by the way. I'll do a little bitch ass Thunder Shock and pray it doesn't kill him. Wow, that's perfect actually. If this doesn't catch him, I'm not gonna cry over it. It doesn't really matter even. I'm not gonna use him, the fuck? There you go. You just gotta shit talk a little bit. But there you go. So I'm like really upset that I'm wasting my GI Bill on college classes that I'm not learning anything. I have learned more from watching YouTube videos and getting feedback from Copilot, I believe it's called. It's the AI guide thing. I don't use it to solve problems, but what I do is I tackle the problem myself, and then I put in the equation or whatever the question is asking me into AI, and then I try to learn from the AI. I use it as a learning tool, not to answer the questions. And between YouTube and Copilot, I feel like I've learned more than the 4 days of classes that I've taken. And even worse than that, it's a good college that I'm going to. It's not some random fucking community college or like, here's a piece of paper saying you graduated. Like, no, it's a very good school. And it is making me really, really angry how fucking useless it is, bro. It's like, oh my god, this is awful. So I did my computer science homework stuff today. Learned more from YouTube than I did in class. It's gonna be the same for everything, to be honest with you. It fucking drives me nuts. And it doesn't help that pretty much all my professors have 1 star on the Rate My Professor, which I didn't know was a thing. Did you guys know that was a thing? There is a website. I got hair in my mouth or something. What the fuck? There is a website called Rate My Professor, and you use it to... It's students reviewing their professor. Like, how good are they at teaching? How good are they about tests and grading and all that? And it's bleak, bro. These are the first professors in this college, and it just looks bleak. How is that okay? I don't think it is. But whatever, man. I will be fine. I will study. I'll fucking... like, I'll get through it. But what good is the piece of paper saying I graduated if I didn't actually learn anything? And it's not for lack of trying. I sit in the front row every class. I ask questions when I don't know something. They're just not teaching anything worth knowing. I'm in university, definitely know about that. Better over here, we actually learn at a more than a snail's pace. I feel like if that were the problem, like at the end of the day, if you still learn something, cool. But it's been like the first day was pointless because it's just the syllabus. I get that. The second day is actually starting to cover the material. I was excited. The third day, very little progress was made. The fourth day, very little progress was made. So unless shit picks up in the next month, I'm gonna be fucking furious. I'm gonna finish my education. I'm still gonna like finish this semester, but genuinely, dude, if I don't see a point in continuing, I will just do literally anything but continue. Because what the fuck is another 4 months gonna do? It's insane. Anywho, these two very beautiful characters are the leaders of the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan, because it is a Gen 4 throwback. So the guy with the blue is Adaman, and the girl in the pink and the white is Irida? I don't care. And they are like cats and dogs, literally cats and dogs. What the fuck is this? Bothersome Bidoof. Okay. Can I not just accept all the quests? Yes, I can. Zubat. The coolest thing this game did was make it so that you could evolve Pokemon that need to be traded without having to trade them. Because come on, let's be honest, there was no point in that. It doesn't serve much of a purpose other than you just can't get this Pokemon, bro. Fuck yourself. If it's anything like under here, it'll get into a proper gear around the start of October. I hope so. I would absolutely love it if I actually started learning for realsies, but if this first 4 days of classes are any indicator, it don't look good, man. I wish it wasn't like that, but anywho, I'm 95% sure that at the time of this game coming out, there was no... because a lot of the characters in this game are not just, here's this guy. It's actually, these are people that are related to trainers in the future. So you see Commander Kamado, the dude in the black and the yellow. He is very clearly related to Professor, what's his fucking name? Rowan? The professor in Gen 4. Professor Rowan. The old guy who's kind of a dick. I don't remember who she's related to. There was a lot of speculation. I don't remember. Because she doesn't really look like anybody. People were saying she looks like May, but blonde. Or that she looks like Serena, but short hair. And I don't see it. I don't see it with either of them. She just has generic anime girl face. And that's it. Meanwhile, Adaman, they did something cheeky. He isn't related to anybody when this game came out. But when Gen 9 came out and we had DLC, there was a girl whose name I don't remember because who cares? She was a photographer and she looked identical to him. In fact, I'll probably just look it up to show you guys. Pokemon Gen 9 Adaman relative. Perrin. Her name is Perrin. Look at this. So you got the big dude with the hair. That's Adaman, right? And here is bada bada bada. Her name is Perrin. I'm looking for a decent picture of her. There you go. This is perfect, actually. Look. Boom. Adaman on the right from the past. Perrin, who is an NPC from the DLC of Gen 9, who looks like, come on. They got the same hair job. They went to the same person, right? Perfect. Now, I don't know who Irida is related to, so I kind of want to look that up. Irida. There's probably a DLC character that came out and I just didn't know or give a shit. Yo! Oh my god, this card looks so cool. Search your deck for a water Pokemon and item card, reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle your deck. Damn. Unless you look for a water Pokemon and an item card. And then in Pokemon TCG Pocket, they turned her into a healer. She heals 40 points for every Pokemon that has water energy on them. Very strong card. Who the hell is she related to? I'm looking and I don't think that there has been a conclusive answer. Why are we looking up AI? May is from Sinnoh, Irida is her ancestor. Yeah, it's a lot of people saying that Irida is May's ancestor, but I don't see... Maybe I'm crazy. I don't see May when I see her. I don't. Nope. Pretty sure she's just there for the Pearl connection. But it would be strange to have this NPC that isn't related to anybody when they retroactively made Adaman related to a DLC character. Because it would make me think, okay, if Perrin is in the first DLC, why wouldn't they make a new character, probably a guy, who is related to her in the second DLC? But they never did that. And it's kind of weird. Like, people even said that this guy is related to Leon. I don't know about that, but I can see it, right? Because he talks about being from Galar somewhat. He is always getting lost, and that is like a trait that Leon has too. I get it. I can connect the dots there, but not all of them are as obvious as others, and not everybody. Like, look, the girl on the right, she's related to that one girl in Sinnoh who you team up with to get... Was it the girl in the forest? The one that had the Blissey? I know she's related to somebody in Gen 4. It's one of the... Because Sinnoh did something really cool, actually, that they didn't really continue. In Sinnoh, you're going through the region, and you will occasionally just run into other trainers. Not NPCs, but like... Or not nameless NPCs, but dudes, right? And she was one of them. There was one trainer in the forest, there's Buck in the mountain, there's Riley in the caves, there's the other girl with the pink hair who is also in the caves. Like, it's cool as hell to me. And these become like friends pretty much. And so you go... And when you unlock the double battles in... What did you want, bro? If you go to the battle tower, God rest their soul. If you go to the battle tower, you are able to team up with the trainers that you made friends with. So you could have Riley as a partner, and he would use his Lucario in the battle tower. And it's like... Bro, that's fucking awesome. And they low-key kind of did that in Gen 7, which was the last, like, fire-ass Pokemon game. Because you could team up with, I think... Maybe I'm crazy. You could team up with, like, Guzma. I think you could team up with the Team Aqua leaders. And other really powerful trainers. The battle tree in Gen 7 is, like, unrivaled. So cool. So cool. And then in Gen 8, they made the battle tower, but they kind of neutered it where it just really wasn't the same, to be honest with you. And then in Gen 9, they completely got rid of it. Right? I played the Indigo Disc, and it was kind of mid, but they didn't really bring back the battle tower. I'm not an online competitive Pokemon guy. I'm gonna play this game offline, and like I'll train Pokemon to be good, but not because I'm going to play against other people, but because I just, the satisfaction of like, look, I raised this Pokemon to be full potential type thing. Maybe that makes me sound like an edgelord. I really don't think so, but it's just knowing that you did everything right with the Pokemon is kind of a big deal. So it kind of sucks because I actually did play the Pokemon Tower and the Battle Tree and all that and the Battle Factory when I was a kid. I maxed out the Battle Factory as a fucking kid. And they decided that was one of the features they wanted to take away long term, which is insane to me. Like completely insane. Why the hell would they do that? This guy just want orange berries. Here, 5. Choke on them. And so we didn't talk about this because we did the stream on Friday and a lot of news was still coming out in terms of Pokemon. But in case you guys didn't know, they announced the Mega Evolutions for the Pokemon in... Oh god, this box is atrocious. Well, give me the strongest Geodude I have. Give me Geo bruh. I guess it'd be you. Kinda. It's very easy to max Pokemon out in this, so I'm not looking for like the goats. I just need to, you know. Drifloon is definitely coming on the team. And I would like to put Zubat on the team too, but we're going to be switching the Pokemon around very often just because there's a lot of Pokemon in this game. Luxio, Ponyta. Why is this Ponyta level 4, bro? That's kind of crazy. This team is fine for now. But yeah. What was I saying? It's crazy to me that they get rid of the mechanics that people like. For why? Literally, dude, for why? Oh, I need Pokeballs. I caught that Cricketune with the last Pokeball I had. Get fucked, young man. This game is fly as hell. They let you catch a damn Snorlax really early on. And he is no yoke. So... what was I talking about? I'm all over the place. Forgive me. They announced... oh yeah, that's a good yawn. They announced the Mega Evolutions for the 3 starter Pokemon, right? For... Greninja, Delphox, and Chestnut. I'm surprised because they actually made Chestnut look cool, right? I'm not a Chestnut enthusiast. I don't care. But he actually ended up being really cool. So I'm over here like, wow, look, I might actually consider giving these guys a try, perhaps. And then they announced silently, pay attention to that, they silently announced that in order to get the Mega Stones for Greninja, Delphox, and Chestnut, you actually need to participate in the ranked battles of the Pokemon Legends Zaw, right? And that's not cool, man. Oh, okay, bye. Dr. Henry, hello. Happy Monday. How's your week going so far? I was complaining about what they did with Legend ZA. They announced Mega Evolutions for the 3 Kalos starters, but then they quietly announced online, they're like, hey, yeah, you're not going to be able to just get the Mega Stones for these Pokemon as you play the game. You can only get their Mega Stones by getting them as rewards in the ranked mode of the game. One, I don't know what the ranked mode is going to look like. If it's literally just, hey, participate in the ranked battles and that's the only requirement, I will shut up. I will not complain, okay? If it's just forcing you to participate, I can stomach that, okay? That doesn't bother me. If it is you have to play the ranked mode and you have to place, like you have to be bronze rank or silver rank or something, that sucks. Don't make people do that. That's awful. But knowing Nintendo, it's gonna suck. Why they made this decision, I have no idea, but I know a lot of people that are really pissed off about it. Pissed off to the point, like, look, people will say a lot of crazy shit on the internet, but people are saying like, bro, I might just not buy the game anymore because that took all the hype away from me. I'm like, wait, you're telling me that this thing, like, you were gonna buy the game and then they announced something really cool, but then they announced something shitty to go along with that, and that's enough to turn you off the game? You were not gonna play this game from the beginning. While I am bitching about it because it is kind of stupid that they did this, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's a deal breaker to me. We don't know the details, right? The online is locked behind a paywall. See, that's a valid reason to be upset. If people were like, you gotta buy the Nintendo Switch online just to play online, just so that you can get the Mega Stones for these Pokemon, that sucks. That doesn't feel good at all, right? That is a perfectly valid reason to be pissed off. But that's not the argument that people are making online. They're just going, oh wow, I'm forced to play the ranked mode. I don't do competitive. I don't do ranked. As usual, my response, I'm not trying to be like mild about it. I'm not. But my logic on this is we need to at the very least see what the ranked mode is like. Is it literally just, hey, participate in one ranked battle and they'll give you the stones? If that's the case, there's zero reason to complain other than what you said, right? Of like, well, you still gotta buy the online. It should just be part of the fucking game, right? I won't argue that. That's facts, right? They're out of their fucking mind. They're smoking something extravagant to be forcing people to have online just for this. That's stupid. But what, bitch? Aside from that, it's kind of chill, right? Gotcha. Like, let's at the very least, before we send out the pitchforks on the Nintendos, oh, get fucked. At the very least, let's see what the online is like, how high up you need to rank. If it's like some beginner shit, I can stomach it. This is just me speaking personally, right? But yeah, I can't argue that it isn't like a shitty thing to do. Y'all heard of the term shitification, right? It's like you're taking something that nobody had any problems with and you are turning it into a worse product any way that you can. And it's like, bro, back in my day, you could play a Pokemon game and you had to find the Mega Stones, but you would get them. And you didn't have to pay for DLC. You didn't have to, like, it wasn't piecemeal. Now you need to have online. You need to fucking play the ranked mode to have it as a reward. And it's like, what the fuck? For why, Nintendo? Oh, yeah, don't use the lock on. That shit ass. That shit ass. These apricots? Yes. One? Are we in a recession? Did you see that Arcane won the Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program? Let's go. What do people think about Arcane? I watched it as like, I don't know anything about League. I watched it because everyone said it was amazing and I loved it. I'm sure there were a lot of people that were, you know, had their gripes and their bitching, but I watched it as a, I don't know nothing about League, and I had a really good time with that show. I watched it with the girlfriend. She loved it too. The story about Vi and Jinx and Caitlyn and Warwick and all these League characters was actually very compelling. I don't know what happened to that one guy with the eye though. Silas, right? His name is Silas. I was like, this dude seems really important. And then one episode happens, it's like, oh, this guy's not that important. And apparently Arcane was swiggity expensive to make. So it's like kind of unfeasible to get more seasons of it, which makes me sad because, well, let me say this. I don't need more seasons of Arcane specifically. We could tell a the story ended in a solid way for me. I'm happy with it. But my point is like, oh, whoa, what was that? That boy did a damn shuttle loop. There we go. I loved Arcane. If we could get more stories in the world of League of Legends, but with like brand new characters, whatever, I would love to watch that. Genuinely. Like everything with Victor and Echo, it was cool. There were so many characters in that show, but they somehow managed to like tie it all together into this big climactic event. The fucking the woman from what's the place? Noxus? I actually don't know. Arcane is amazing. Shame I did the AI trailer and screwed up their goodwill. Huh? What do you mean AI trailer? I didn't know about this. I only watched the show. I watched the show like when both seasons were out. So I didn't have to wait for season 1, season 2. I didn't look at any announcements. I just got right up in there and I loved it. Sorry to hear that they did an AI trailer. I don't know nothing about that. Is that a Stantler? Oh, hell yeah. Call me Waldorf the way I'm about to catch this Stantler. No! Gotcha. And if not, we could squabble. No! Get the fuck over here. This is probably not even that good of a catch, but... What? That's how it be in the world of Pokemon. You know what's another amazing thing that this game does that they got rid of completely, and it pisses me the fuck off? In this game, because you know, this is one of the first Pokemon games where the Pokemon you're catching actually appear in the wild, right? Like, Pokemon Go did it, but this is maybe the second one where they do this. I don't remember. Don't correct me on that. I don't care enough to know. This game was really, really cool. What the fuck was that? Oh, it's a very angry Geodude. I was like, what is that? That sounded dangerous, bro. So, they did a super cool thing in this game where if you spawned a shiny Pokemon, it would make a noise. Not the Pokemon, the spawning of the Pokemon would make a noise. It would go bring like a ringtone. And you'd be like, oh shit, dude, a shiny Pokemon spawned somewhere in my map. I need to go looking around to find it. And then for some reason, they took that out in Gen 9, which genuinely runs kind of worse than this game. And they took that out. So it's like, what the fuck? Why would you make such a good feature in this game only to get rid of it in the next game? Y'all are dumb as shit. And I don't give them slack for that. That's, come on. You create quality of life and then you take it away. They said a live action adaptation of my favorite League region is in the works. Is that real? What is the region? And did they give any like dates? Are there any numbers being thrown around? I'm interested in that. If it's the same direction and voicing and all that, like I know you said live action, but live action can work as long as it's the people. If the people give a fuck, it'll be fine. It's called Bilgewater. Okay. That sounds dope. Talk to me about Bilgewater. I don't know very much about League, but I'm genuinely interested. Like, I loved watching Arcane, and I liked watching a streamer that I watch while he was, like, getting into League of Legends. And I was like, damn, dude. This looks really fascinating. It was hard as shit, but it looks really fascinating. Who is that? Oh, it's the Parasect. I'm not catching that. I don't think I could if I tried. He's way too diesel. Oh, Cricketune. Can you turn around, my G? There you go. Oh, he's strafing, fellas. Gotcha! Nice. Huge catch. And by huge, I mean for the XP, not, you know. It's a pirate region? Oh, that's gonna be fun. Are there any weirdos? Like, you know what I mean when I say weirdos? Like, you had Caitlyn and Vi, but you also had Warwick, who was this giant wolf bruh. Are there weirdos in Bilgewater? Who would you want to see? Because I know some League characters from watching people stream it, but I don't, you know? Genuinely asking. There we go. That's the button to change focus? Ew. Let's clear this out. I want this Pikachu. What the fuck? Did it spot me? How? Is it because I was catching all his homeboys? I want this Pikachu. You're coming with me, bro. I'm taking you off the streets and out of my dreams. There we go. For the 3rd anniversary, they made an AI video that outright stole from K-pop Demon Hunters. Ooh. That's a no-go. You can't be doing that. Why the fuck would they do that? That doesn't sound worth it, even. If it's like a anniversary to us, let us celebrate. Like, why the fuck would you do that? Oh my god. Oh, we caught the Pikachu, which is really nice. We already have Shanks, but catching a Pikachu makes me smile. That's another cool thing this game did. They made it so that specific Pokemon were found in, like, specific zones. So you could only catch Pikachu, like, over there specifically. I like that. Makes the world feel more... excuse me. It makes the world feel a little more fleshed out. Am I crazy, or are the Pokemon spotting me from way further than they used to? What the fuck, dude? Alright, let's go for some progression. We've ass grabbed quite a bit. Let's actually try and progress the story now. God, this game is cool. I want you guys to know I am so excited for Legends ZA. It comes out on a Thursday, but I have classes that day. So by the time I get home, it'll be like evening time. Your boy might pound some Monster Energy and fucking game until he can't game no more. And then get up early the next day. And guess what? We're gonna game some more. It's a Friday. I ain't doing no schoolwork. Fuck I look like. I'll probably do my schoolwork on Monday, play Pokemon all weekend. I don't really go hard on the paint with games like I used to, but there are certain games that will bring that out of me, and Pokemon, not ashamed to say, brings out that in me. The gamer within, waiting to be unleashed. A giant entity called Nautilus. in like an old scuba diver outfit that lives in the sea. That sounds dope. That sounds dope as hell. What? Okay. I don't know if this guy is from Bilgewater, but I know one character that people like to name drop a lot. Is there any chance that my boy checks notes Tom Kench can show up in this live action adaptation? Yes or no? I don't know that many dudes, but I know Tom Kench. I think. Oh, I think about Pyre. Or I think Tom Kench is viable. If Tom Kench shows up, bro, I'll be there day one. I've heard so much about this fucking character and know nothing. Oh, we caught the Bibarel. Bibarel, some might say. Wait. I meant to switch Pokemon, but here we go. Bite! Luxio, we got you a really good dental plan. Go ahead and take a chunk out of this sentient rock. Oh yeah, they had like really cool effects in this game. They added one move in this whole game that works like Protect, but it's way cooler. Did you guys see the trailer real quick for Legend Za? This was so cool to me. I got so excited. I felt like a big fucking nerd when I saw this. They made it so that is this a rock? It is a rock. Oh, it's iron chunks. Go ahead and grab that for me, little bro. Thank you for your patronage. If I find a shiny Pokemon, I will be so happy. I think I only caught one shiny Pokemon in this whole game, and it was shiny Apom. I was grinding for the starters. I was grinding for something, and then I caught a shiny Apom, and I was like, yo! That was my literal reaction. I just went, yo! Is that a Baniri? Holy shit. Ugh! That's a bad throw. How about you, homeboy? There you go. I think Tom Kench is... Oh, wait. Big titty pirate lady named Misfortune. That is a character that was recommended to me. A Yordle, like, Heimerdinger named Fizz, but is amphibious. A pirate guy named Gangplank. A fisherman who was betrayed and became an assassin. This all sounds fascinating. If they can weave all this together to make a live action, make it like, what, 8 episodes or something? 40 minutes long? Oof. That could go crazy. Minus the online stuff, I'm also really excited. Even put money down for the money for the DLC down. No, I'm happy that you're excited. I'm excited too. It's hard being a Nintendo fan because they just always be doing this dumb shit that nobody wants or agrees with. And I can't defend them. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you guys are being stupid. Game's not even out yet. Why are we mad? Like, no. There's a lot of really valid reasons to be upset with the dumb shit that they always be doing. But I'm not gonna pretend like it is going to dampen my excitement for the game coming out. It just doesn't. Legends Arceus is the best Pokemon game that they have ever released. Legends ZA seems to be Legends Arceus, but better. I think Tom Kench is possible depending on the era of the story they choose. If you're saying era, that gives me some optimism because they already showed in Arcane that they can tell a story involving long spans of time, you know? We could fast forward years back and forth, you know? We could do time portals and everybody's like, oh no, it's Tom Kench! Filming just started for it, so we don't know the release days. Okay. We don't talk about TV shows too often around here, to be honest. I was talking about how I was watching Fast and Furious, but that's different. Oh, you want some of this, bro? The fucking Psyduck are rebelling. Get out of here. Bite! That's what I thought, bro. Don't you ever look my way again. Oh, you got a medicinal leak for beating him. That's actually really useful. I need more fucking apricorns, though. Who do I gotta slap around to get apricorns, huh? I remember the first time I played this game, I caught that dust toxins back there, and it carried me through like 30% of the game. It's very funny. But yeah, as I was saying, right? So there is one show that I'm honestly excited to go back to, because it came out like at this point maybe 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and I'm just excited to get more of it. Okay, you want some of this, bro? Do you really? It's a poison bug type, so this ought to do nicely. And Arceus is already legendary. If you're talking about the game, yes. I think Legends Arceus is the greatest game that they have ever put out. And I think that Legends ZA is going to be even better than that. Maybe that's just me being optimistic, but I trust the team that made this game to make the best Pokemon game. Okay? I'm just gonna say it. So just to talk about the battle mechanics a little bit, and then we'll continue talking about TV. They showed that there are gonna be a lot of different attacks in Legends ZA, right? They showed Substitute, and it works exactly like you think it would in your mind's eye, bro. Greninja used Substitute, and it ended up like they put the Substitute doll down, and Greninja was behind the Substitute, which means that the doll is going to be a physical object that takes the hits of the Pokemon that is using it. So the Substitute is out, but Greninja is also out and still attacking. And the fact that they got rid of PP power points. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell did it just use? Quiver Dance? What could it possibly have done that did this? The fuck? I need Great Balls, bro. I don't remember running out of Pokeballs this quickly. They could also do like Arcane and tie two regions together. Some characters in a relationship from Bilgewater were in a relationship, and the woman went to the Shadow Isle, so the man chased after her and some stuff happened. That seems pretty likely to me, right? From what you've described to me of... Do you think there's enough to make a whole live action on Bilgewater alone? Or would it benefit them to kind of like branch it out a tiny bit and make it Bilgewater, and then we occasionally go to this place too, you know? I think that'd be cool as shit, to be honest. Alright, fellas, now we're gonna go after these Beautifly. They think they're so hot. That's how you fucking throw a Pokeball. That's a catch, right? Yeah, let's go. We're gonna catch all these beautiful motherfuckers. Hi-ya! Not far enough. That one was asleep almost. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, they see me. Abort, abort, abort. We need more apricots, though. This is a Pokemon. Aha! But it's a male Combi. I don't give a shit. Oh my god, the Beautifly are here! Geodude, you hold them off! I'll run away! That's a thing you can do in this game, by the way. Alright, we've ventured far enough. Let's actually continue the story. I said that 10 minutes ago, and then we just didn't do that because I lied to you. There's enough on Bilgewater alone, but both ideas could be cool because most League players don't know that this character is from Bilgewater but moved to Shadow Isle. Okay, so there's some lore stuff that they could focus on to make it more interesting. It sounds good, man. But to continue the conversation about live action and shows, right? So the show that I was talking about earlier was... What the fuck was it called? One Piece, right? One Piece Season 1 came out. I liked it. Apparently some people didn't. I don't care. I liked it, right? Me and the girlfriend could just, you know, shut the brain off, watch it, and it's a good time. Oh, I need more Pokeballs. So we watched it and had a really good time. And they announced Season 2. They even showed us what Chopper looks like. For those who don't know One Piece, Chopper is like this little reindeer guy who ate the human fruit. So now he is a reindeer with the powers of a human and the power to transform into a human reindeer hybrid, right? He's also the doctor. So kind of an important character. Well, they're all important. They're all part of the crew. But you get my point, right? So Tony Chopper, they showed us what he looks like. He looks fucking cute, which is what he's supposed to look like. They showed us another bad guy, but I don't remember which one. And it also inspires confidence that the creator of One Piece... Oh, shit! The creator of One Piece, Oda, he is very carefully watching the production of the One Piece live action, which means that if they do something that he doesn't like, it's not gonna fly, you know? But I actually had a really good time watching One Piece live action, so here's hoping that they don't fuck up season 2 with something stupid, you know? I should probably unlock the deer before all of the exploring that I've been doing. Damn! Sniper! Ooh! There you go. Hopefully, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I also need new stuff to watch because me and the girlfriend finished the Riverdale show, the live action one. I liked it. It's kind of trashy TV because it's just like characters being really stupid and rage baiting, and that sucks, but it's good. Like, it is a fun show. It is impossible to predict what it is that you're going to see next. Good show, to be honest with you guys. Very good show. Well, okay, I can't say good show. It's more like a show that was fun, okay? Put it like that. Alright. Oh yeah, this guy wants to have me fight his Goomy, which is actually a really cool Pokemon for him to have right now. And I love the boss music in this game. It's just the Sinnoh boss music. It's the gym leader music. That's crazy. Let's use rollout. Fuck it, we ball! I did not think it was gonna do that. I knew he would have Bubble Bomb. I knew that shit. But that's okay. Goomy. We could honestly bring out the MC here, but we could also just bring out Staravia and use Aerial Ace. This thing has high defense, so let's just go for Gust, right? Or we could do this. I never really took advantage of the agile, strong style stuff when I played this. I was like, I don't really care. But look, oh no, he gets 2 turns. So what? This is gonna kill you, bro. You go from agile to do a little bit of weak damage and then really strong damage, and that's 2 turns. Why would you not do that? The fuck? So there you go. Ooh, move mastered. Does that mean I get to use the styles? I think so. Back, welcome back. I was talking about how I need a new show to watch because me and the girlfriend finished Riverdale. Riverdale is like the peak of bad television. It's so fun to watch, but sometimes you're watching it and you're like, man, this sucks. This is awful. And you gotta be okay with that. Like, not every episode is gonna be good, but when it hits, it hits. Severance is really good, but you need to pay attention. I think that was literally, it's so funny you say that. That was gonna be my next thing. 2 questions. Is it still ongoing? Is question 1. Question 2 is, where does it air? Like, HBO, not Netflix, I think. Where can we watch it? Because I'm down, right? Like, I'm down to watch Severance, but me and the girlfriend prefer watching shows that are completely done so that we can binge the shit out of it. What is this? Lost and Found. Ah, yes. Yo, yeah, this game does something really cool. If people die while they're out in the wild, you lose items, and the game will allow you to pick up those lost items and give you rewards based off of it. You know how fucking cool that is? Man, this game has some ideas. Alright, now we fly back. Oh yeah, the camps. We can fly all the way back, baby. Season 3 is gonna happen in Apple TV? Okay. So then, maybe I'll wait to watch Season 3, because we don't like watching shows episode to episode, because we always get spoiled, right? That's the honest truth. We just... If we watch a show while it's airing, we will get spoiled. So, methinks that we'll let that Season 3 play out, and then maybe we'll watch it, because that'll be enough to catch up on. I was thinking of watching The Sopranos. I've never watched it, and I highly doubt that she has, and that seems like a show that is good, right? We've watched Breaking Bad, we watched Riverdale, we've watched a lot of shows together. I think Sopranos would fit the bill, you know what I mean? So maybe we do Sopranos. What is this clock tick? Is he gonna be like, aha? I literally was gonna say Eureka. Eureka! Yeah, this guy's a nerd. I'm so excited for Legends ZA. Oh my god. Very excited. Finale season 2 is the best episode I've ever seen from TV. That's a pretty high bar. I don't know how many seasons there are of The Sopranos. I know there were 7 for Riverdale. We watched all of it. It was very fun. It doesn't matter how long Sopranos is. I'm just more than happy to fucking binge it, you know? Yeah, this guy's a con artist. He's like, I will let you carry more stuff in your bag, but the price is going to grow exponentially. This is like the ancient Chinese proverb about the guy who saves the king, and the king is like, you're a fucking hero, my guy. You could ask for any wish and I will grant it, and so is my mandate as the king. Hello, Wise, you're just in time for one of my classic proverbs. So the fucking guy is like, here is my request. I want you to give me 1 grain of rice, and every single day I want you to double the amount of rice that you give me for in exchange for saving your hide, my liege. And the guy is like, the king, he's like, dumbass boy, that ain't even a big request, but you saved my life, so I'll honor it. Are you sure that's what you want? And the guy's like, oh, I'm thinking that's what I want. So he fucking, the king makes all these big grand fancy pants gestures, and he's like, here is 1 grain of rice, and I put it on a gold plate for your convenience. And the guy's like, that's day 1. Thank you for the rice, bro. Day 2 comes, he gives him 2 rice, right? Day 3, 4 rice. Day 4, 8 rice. Day 5, 16 rice. Ooh, I know the king is sweating by day 4, right? And then day 5, I've already lost count, is 32 rice, and so on and so on and so forth, until once he reaches like the hundreds of thousands in rice, the king is like, oh, I've been hecka bamboozled, bro. I floundered this situation great. I've made a grave mistake. And so I don't really remember what the lesson is, but compound interest is a bitch. Oh yeah, the guy with the backpacks, he basically, he's like the reverse of that. He's like, you will pay me money with compound interest in order to get 1 extra space in your bag. And it's like, holy shit, this guy's a con artist. Fellas, thank you for joining me today. The reason I stream a lot earlier now is because I really don't want to stream while my girlfriend is home, because that's time that I could be spending with her, you know? So I stream while she's working or in school. And that way, you know, I can do my 3 hours of community service, go live every day, and you guys get your 3 hours of nacho when you want them, and not a single moment is wasted with her, you know? So I know that switching around stream time, that's not good for business. People don't like change. But I think, you know, catching the stream when you can, anything like that, it ain't nothing wrong with that, right? How does this work? Because I don't think there's held items in this game. Or maybe there are, because you can give the Pokemen the berries. So maybe there is, I don't know. Something about patience or delayed gratification proving greater results or something. Nah, I think it's about scamming. I'm kidding. You're right. I think maybe it's also a story about thinking outside the box, right? Because Homeboy really scammed the king. If I were the king, I would simply cut his head off. But I'm not. Oh, hell yeah! Onwards, Sicilies! Till Valhalla! Yeah, I forgot that there was fall damage. That's tough. It really do go like that. I've been playing too many games that don't have that. Yo, okay, I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but the funniest thing happened on the news earlier this week. Here's a little bit of levity for you. This fucking guy, the chief guy for, oh wow, you can't send the Pokemon out while you're riding El Horse. That's stupid. Onward, Sicilies! So, funny thing that happened on the news. Y'all know the FBI director, Kash Patel, who got his job because he wrote a fucking children's book glazing the president? And the president was like, this is awesome, you're hired, and elevated him to the highest office in the Federal Bureau of Investigation, turning it into a complete joke. Well, the joke gets funnier, bro. Tell me how he is, and this is just stating the facts, okay? This is when they were given, oh no! I actually wanted to fight that. Fuck me. Oh no. This is a bad neighborhood. I better get out of here. So tell me how, when Kash Patel was talking at the funeral of Charlie Kirk, known mouthpiece, tell me how he was like, rest easy, brother. I'll see you in Valhalla. For those who don't know, Kash Patel is of Indian descent, and bro hit the Till Valhalla to a Christian man, and it's like, bro, oh my fucking god, it's like something that The Onion would write. Indian man tells Christian man that they will meet in Valhalla. Hey ho! I saw that. Dude. Oh, we are all in hell. A meteor hit the planet in 2024 and we don't know it, and we're all in hell right now. But I look, maybe I shouldn't have left, but I just found the absurdity of that situation was so laughable to me. I just couldn't help it, man. I really couldn't help it. Now they're also silencing people for like making fun of the situation, and it's like, well, the hypocrisy runs deep. The only thing they're consistent on is the hypocrisy. I should catch that Staravia. I should catch his ass, turn him into a chicken dinner. No, you don't see me. You don't see me. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You don't see me. Stealth. Master of stealth, some might say. But yeah, they are silencing people for making dank memes of the situation. And I talked about it a little bit earlier today, like earlier on stream, but the situation is so much crazier than you could have imagined. So, like I said, girlfriend went to bed at like 1 a.m., woke my ass up because I'm a very light sleeper, right? Oh, what? Did this guy not learn his lesson? Sweet! Got him. That's a catch, right? Okay, you're starting to piss me off. Oh my god! Another one? Oh, we running, comrade. No, 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 no. That's a 2v1. That's a 2v1. We're not doing all that. I'm just here for the apricorns, my good man. I'm still yet to catch a Burmy, though. That's a problem. That's a problem for another day. So, what the fuck was I talking about? We already caught that Bibarel. Bibaroo. What was I talking about? I'm so sorry. I saw Vance guest host Curse podcast, which is the most nepo appearance since Taylor Swift on her now fiance's podcast. Ugh. I'm getting Taylor Swift fatigue, man. I have literally nothing against her. I know a lot of people do, but Jesus Christ, when you see somebody that often on TV and just media in general, it gets kind of exhausting. She should take a break. But that actually, thank you for saying that, because that actually did remind me of what I was talking about earlier. Ooh, can I hop that? If I hop this, I'm gonna lose hella bread. Do I need to hop this? The answer is no. I know there's a Scyther around here that I would love. I just wasted a Pokeball. I know that there is a Scyther around here, and I would love to catch it, because Scyther evolves into my favorite Pokemon, Scizor. And there's a very funny thing about Scizor in this. Oh, PNG Staraptor. There's a very funny thing with Scizor in this game, but we'll get to that. Because we haven't unlocked that yet, but there's some cool shit in this game. I was talking earlier about how I couldn't sleep. It was like 1 a.m. Can't sleep. What do you do when you can't sleep at 1 a.m.? Rabbit holes. There's plenty of rabbit holes all over the world. You just crawl right in. So on Black People Twitter, which is I'm not gonna explain it. You either know or you don't. Black People Twitter was talking about how there is a right-wing civil war happening right now, and they are just eating and killing each other for not being racist enough, or not. Fuck Glaceon. ¿Por qué? That's a real Pokemon. That is not. Yo! Whoa! Whoa! What does Agile Style? What does Agile Style do if it's a one of these? Does it only increase it by a little bit, perhaps? We're gonna Aqua Jet you into the dirt, my man. Battle mechanic in this game is so funny. Oh my god! This Pokemon may be stronger than I initially thought. Wow! Next! My issue with the NFL thing with Taylor is Eminem had more airtime last year than Taylor, and nobody's complaining about that. Oh, is that true? Eminem was out there more often than Taylor Swift? I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying that's hard to believe. Because the Eminem fatigue is not there the way that Taylor Swift is. A lot of people are kind of tired of her. I like a lot of her stuff, but a lot of things with her fiance lately have just been has me holding my breath for the trad wife pivot. Ooh! That would be a shocker. I mean, you tell me, would the Taylor Swift fans, would they eat it up? They'd be like, hey man, this trad wife shit is kind of cool actually. Let me just... Or would they be like, damn girl, you've changed. I'm not going to pretend that I listen to her music or I like her or care about her at all. I am as neutral as it can get, but I am speaking as somebody who sees her name come up all the time. It's like she dominates every news cycle ever, right? To the point where, like, even sports, she's, because of her fiance or whatever. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care that they're engaged. Why does it keep popping up? She's got a big audience. I think for some of them, some of them would be all on board, but I also think some of them would feel betrayed. Okay. Well, knowing how much influence she has, I feel like she'll be fine. Genuinely. Uh-oh. What's that noise, fellas? What an entrance. New Pokemon just dropped. Cleavor, Lord of the Woods. And here's how boss fights work in this game. Spoilers, it's not that interesting. You have to throw bombs at it until its frenzy gauge reaches 0. You'll be able to send out your Pokemon to battle against it. Bombs will be more effective. Okay. Yeah, so basically, you throw these candies at it and don't let it kill you like that. Don't let it do that. And now while he's stunned, you send in a Pokemon to fight. He's very strong. Very strong. So you basically want to quote unquote knock him out. Not like that. A little more. Ooh, dodge your bitch ass. And wait. Water Pulse never misses? That's not what Water Pulse does, right? It's supposed to be the one that confuses, a small chance of confusion. And now that he's weakened because I beat his ass in a battle, now you just throw as many bombs as you can. And now that he's on attack mode, I gotta get my ass out of here. It's basically like fighting a Dark Souls enemy. I'm gonna heal because he kinda rocked my shit, to be honest with you. There you go. Oh! Let him go for it. Go! And that's how this boss works. They're all varying degrees of difficulty, but like this is pretty much the way it works. Oh yeah, double hit. I don't hate this. I'm very glad that they're changing the way that boss battles work. Holy! I am glad they're changing the way that boss battles work in the new joint, but I don't hate this. Alright, and now we go back to throwing the bomb. So you see his HP on the top? That's literally the whole boss fight. You just wait for him to make a mistake. Woo! I fucked that up. Come at me, bro. Whoa! Stone Edge. That was kind of cool, actually. Ooh! Gotcha! I don't think I healed. I did not heal. Okie dokie. Let's do... I don't know. I don't remember how Stone Edge works in this. If Stone Edge... I think it's just damage over time. So maybe I just do a fucking... At the end of each turn, Pokemon is hurt by Jagged Splinters. Yup, Stone Edge is different here, so let's go strong style, go for one big hit. This probably won't kill, but that's okay. Damn! Alright. I don't really have a good team to fight him, to be honest with y'all. Yo, the drummer is going swiggity on it. I don't see her going Tradwife because she's called a Nazi princess a ton already. What? I've never heard that one. That's crazy. Chad, is that true? Is that true, chat? Chad, this is crazy, chat. Is that true, chat? I ain't never heard that one. Again, I don't have a horse in this race, right? Like I don't care about Taylor Swift one way or the other. So gotcha. Oh! Wait, it didn't count. I got him before the attack went off. I think it's hilarious how people are calling Taylor a gold digger when her net worth is like 25 times. Yeah, anybody that's calling her a gold digger is out of their fucking mind. That is one of the wealthiest women on the planet easily. She could retire today and make more money than all of her fan base combined. Right? Like literally. That is just hater shit that is based off of nothing. Like that is just devoid of reality, bro. You have to be willfully ignoring things to think that. Yeah. That sounds like somebody who is grossly uninformed and just saying shit. But now that whack ass boss fight is over, right? I'm gonna talk to you guys about the rabbit hole. So on Black People Twitter, they were talking about how what do we know about the person that the shooter? And what we know is that he was a groiper. I have to say that word very slowly and very carefully because it just sounds gross. But somebody was talking about it and trying to like inform people of the situation. Like it wasn't just, oh, this guy was alt-right and Charlie Kirk is alt-right and there was just some friendly fire there. No. These are like two different factions that were beefing and it led to... I don't want to call it political violence because he's not a fucking politician. But you get where I'm going with this. So, and I actually found this incredibly fascinating. Apparently in like 2019, there was this fucking soy boy named Nick Fuentes. First time I've ever fucking heard of him. And Nick Fuentes is this alt-right dude who, if I had to make a Venn diagram, basically there's a Venn diagram and one is like hates Jews, doesn't hate Jews. Nick Fuentes is on the hates Jews side of things, and Ben Shapiro is on the doesn't hate Jew side of things. Everything else that they agree on with, like, people of color, women, the LGBT community as a whole, like all that, they are in lockstep on that. But on this one specific thing, which is, Jewish people, all that, that is where they deviate, and it has caused such a rift that, well, in 2019, Nick Fuentes created the Groiper movement, which is anti-establishment Republican. So he calls them, and this did make me laugh, he calls them Republican Inc., like Incorporated, because they're just in it for the paycheck and they're like this president. I was like, okay, yeah, you got jokes. And then it stopped being funny immediately. Because remember, their whole thing is that they are big time extra, like, this ain't your grandma's alt-right propaganda machine. This is like modern day edgelord propaganda for the meme lord in your life, right? So the person continues on to talk about how, oh hell yeah, fucking give me those tumblestones, daddy. I needed these so bad. I have 6 revives, 5 potions. Let's make like a dozen of these guys. Let's make 11 to trigger people's OCD. I suppose it's largely the romanticizing the 1920s and 50s vibe in her music and videos, mostly what has me worried on that front, rather than anything she's saying in particular. Though the announcing her new album on her fiance's podcast could only have been to boost his numbers. No way her audience was already listening to that. I think the Venn diagram of Taylor Swift enthusiasts and Travis Kelce enthusiasts is very small, right? I don't think that there's many women who would care about this man at all, and I don't think that there are many men who care about her or have an opinion on her very much. I could be wrong on that, but speaking from personal experience, it's like I don't give a fuck, dude. It's more like the media thinks I do, and so they are ramming Taylor Swift content down my gullet every waking moment of the day. I'm catching you, boy! Yeah! Hell yeah. One of my favorite Pokemon. Did you see that they're now claiming a 22-year-old with no military service made the shot with an imported Mauser rifle? Huh? I mean, we know, okay, the guy who did it, as far as we know, has been apprehended. It's a dude named, well, I'm not gonna say his fucking name, that's weird. But his own father turned him in. His own father, who is part of the MAGA movement, or believes in it, I guess, and is a Christian, conservative, pro-guns, everything. And it's like, in the time between when the guy was caught and when the murder happened, everybody was going around like, oh, we know who did this. It was, insert vague person here, insert the left. The way they described it, dude, it was a black person with blue hair who was gay and disabled. It's the boogeyman. It's always the boogeyman. Get caught! Old-fashioned way it is. But yeah. Holy fucking... Ponyta, get out of there! Bye! No wonder the game didn't allow me to catch that. Good lord. That was a grown man in the locker room. I'm junior varsity. Holy. This game is mean. There's PNG Staraptor in case anybody missed him. Was that Boniri? Yawn. Oh, Golbat! And Cascoon. Nope. I tried to roll out of the way. You're not getting me, dude. You're not getting me. Excuse me. You ain't getting me, my man. Might as well give it up. You're never gonna catch me. You're wasting your time. Oh, shit. Alright. Game on. Touche, my good man. Touche. Hit the nitro on them. I don't remember how to heal. I think it's literally just don't get hurt so often and you'll just auto heal, I guess. That guy was fucking my world up, huh? I would have loved a Breath of the Wild style meter in this game just to be like, how hurt are you? Welcome back from ads, fellas. Got him. Got him. Sniper in the building. So, as I was saying, right, I'm not trying to turn this into like a political discussion or like a venting sesh, which is, you know, I'm known to vent a little bit here and there. This ain't what this is gonna be. It's just me talking about the facts as they have been presented to us. And so, can I catch this guy? I don't. Oh, there we go. Spoiled apricorns. Throw them that way. He didn't care. Throw them that way. Bro, turn the fuck around. Forgot how good the music in this game was. There's a cricket tune here somewhere, Mr. President. Alright, violence it is. Oh god, my my Luxio. Go! Level 24. That is a grown man. Why are they so strong? You could take this, right? You're a big boy. Ugh. Beautiful. Literally could not have asked for a better turn. Literally. Get caught! So, as I was saying, a lot of people calling for political violence. before we even knew who the shooter was, who the culprit was, and that's fucking crazy. But even crazier than that, when we found out who the shooter was, the call was coming from inside the house, bro. It was a dude who was born and raised as a Christian conservative, pro guns. It's like literally you're checking off everything that would make this guy agree with you. The only difference was he was a groiper, term I just learned about last night, and that's it. That's literally it. So, you know, if I get into an argument with somebody, we discuss it, we talk it out, we use our words. If people on that side of the aisle have an argument or discussion, it just immediately fucking goes to guns. Which I'm smiling about because there's a lot of stereotypes in play here, but that's one that a lot of people don't really talk about. You know? You hate to see violence. You really do. But yeah, so that's my whole thing, is like I learned about these new names and movements, and it's like these people aren't, they're both alt-right, but one is so far to the right that they have become antagonistic towards the people on what we would consider regular alt-right. You know, still hate people of color and hate women and hate the LGBT community and give more rights to guns than to human beings. But one group is like, but also they hate Jewish people, and that's the only difference. So that's what all that hubbub is about. So now that you guys know the ideology of the shooter, we already established, you know, Charlie Kirk and his whole spiel. Hello, Link Hunter. Happy Monday. Now that you guys all know and understand the differences, right? Isn't it fucking crazy that it's friendly fire on a certain level? They have suppressed what they believe to be their opposition so severely that even when they are on their best behavior, they need somebody to commit violence towards. They need somebody to be angry to. Nobody relating to the left side of things had fuck all to do with this situation, and they're still calling for blood and political action and gun violence. And it's like, your solution to a person on the right, shooting a person on the right for not being on the right enough, is to call for political violence on people on the left. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I feel like this cannot be the real world. We cannot be sharing and breathing the same space as people who think like this. There's no discussion to be had. It was already bad a couple years ago. Like, I had a coworker who was like a massive dick rider for pretty much everybody that I just talked about, but he like lived in some fantasy world where he just regurgitated everything that the news told him. And I thought, well, this is like one crazy guy. There can't be this many crazy people, until you realize it's like a good 30, maybe 40% of the country that is sipping the Kool-Aid. And it is terrifying to me that that's how big the number is. I'd say about 30-40%. There are normal Republicans that, you know, I don't agree with their beliefs and values, but you could at least have a civil discussion and they would at least pretend to listen to you. And then there's the other group that will just spew hate and ignorance and foolishness and wants you like off the face of the earth. They can be the victims and the like attackers at the same time. How can you argue or even have like sit down and talk to anybody with that going into it? You can't. It's over, bro. The part where the dad told the shooter's youth pastor, who's also a U.S. Marshal, was insane. Every part of this story is fucking crazy. Every single part, from the actual day that it happened down to, yeah, Scyther, my goat. From the day that it happened to the guy getting caught and everything in between, about like learning about the guy, right? Learning about the people who are terminally online and like took it upon themselves to do all this shit, is like, whoa, dude. Hello, Awful Has, Pokemans. Yes, dude, I finally got into some Python for homework, and this shit had me furious. My professor is not worth a damn. Let me show you, right? Here's some shit that I cooked up. I had to learn it myself, by the way. So these little hashtags are like, they're not inputs, right? This is just notes, basically. This is just, hey, this is what this is for, and then I just plugged it in. This was provided to me as like miles and miles per hour. The prompt was basically, learn how to do a code that would give you estimated travel time if the information you plugged in was hours, minutes, travel time, all that. So this took me hours because like my fucking professor is useless. I had to scream about that. I was on that shit for like hours. Not joking, hours. It was fun, right? Like when you press enter and it all kind of just, I was like, oh. It was so good, but it feels like I'm being self-taught. I know how to do binary to decimal. I know how to do decimal to binary. Am I a fucking nerd if I tell you that it's kind of fun to do it? I know when I have big number in front of me, it's gonna fucking fry my brain, but I had fun doing it when it was presented to me. You know, there's something about school, bro. People give you something to do, and then you do it, and then it feels good when you do it right. Feels great. It feels even nicer if the professor's actually teaching you. He's not. Spoilers, he's not. Oh my lord. My lord. But how are you doing? Happy Monday, dude. Happy Monday. We were briefly brushing up on like the stuff that happened in the world in the past couple of days, right? It hasn't even been a fucking week, and we haven't even covered everything, right? The same day as, you know, Charlie got kirked, the Senate voted no on releasing the files. And it's like, there's a group actively suppressing the release of the list of pedos that run the country, the world, really, because I think that's the reason why they're suppressing it. Is not because of the country. It's like because it implicates a lot of people around the world, so doesn't make it okay, obviously. But that happened. It was like 2-3 hours after the, you know, that would make me nerd too, and there definitely can't be two of us in the same room. Makes people dry, from what I understand. Two nerds at the same time? Yeah. But no, I actually found it a pretty entertaining exercise. If someone gave me like 100 codes and were like, hey bro, turn this shit to decimal, I'd be like, alright, sure. And then if someone gave me decimals and told me to turn that shit into binary, I'd be like, okay. Because it's not hard if you practice, right? You gotta practice first, but once you practice, it actually becomes pretty second nature. So I understand how to do that. And now the next thing I'm supposed to be learning is like very basic coding. Like, hey, make a code that will allow you to input the total cost of a meal and go like, how much tip do you want to do, and it'll give you all those numbers. And I did that. It's here somewhere. I don't. It's here somewhere. It's in my files. And it's like, I promise you, at no point did my professor teach me that. He didn't teach me that. You know, it was a combination of YouTube videos, cracking open the PDF of the textbook I'm supposed to have, and going through the slides myself. Oh yeah, here's another character that is from the past who is somebody's ancestor. It's a very funny thing in this game. You could look at every single character and be like, oh, this guy canonically boned somebody because they have grandkids. Like, you see this guy, Ginter? He is the Hisuian version of another character. No, he is the 8th gym leader of Sinnoh is a dude named Volkner who looks like Naruto's father. This guy is the exact replica of that guy. The blue eyes, the spiky hair, he's blonde, this guy is old, so he has white hair, but it's literally him, and that's so fucking cool, right? So everybody in this game canonically bones, and I chuckle at that because Pokemon is like the most sexless franchise in history, alongside Devil May Cry. With sexy characters, sex does not exist in that universe. But her, right? Fine shit in the red. She, not only does she have one ancestor. Oh, hold on. What are their names? Commander Mars. Rival Silver. And Team Rocket admin. Her name starts with an A. I think it's Ariana. Yeah, look at this. Tell me if I'm tweak maxing here, but check this out, right? I just typed in 3 different people from the Pokemon franchise. What a combo to have in the background as I plowed through my last hour of work. It's about to get crazier. Check this shit out. You guys saw the character in front of me, right? Arezu. Let me see if I can flip the camera. Come on now. There you go. So look at her, right? You got it? Is it in your brain? Check this out. Here is, I'm just looking for a decent render. A lot of fan art, because obviously very popular character. Boom. This is Commander Mars, who is a Team Galactic admin. So she's like a bigwig. She's a higher up in fucking Team Galactic, the bad guy team in Gen 4, right? There you go. Mars. Look at the girl on the screen. Look at Mars. Right? Here's Team Rocket admin Ariana. This one could maybe be considered not an ancestor, but I don't know. I can't be convinced otherwise. Right? So Team Rocket admin Ariana, this is her. Red, different style of hair, but same spiky shit, red eyes, bad guy. There's not that many characters in the Pokemon world that look like this, so that's why I'm making the comparison. But fuck all that. Here's the rival in Gen 2. I had to remember, my brain soft rebooted. Look at this man, and then look at her. Come on now, bruh. POV, you copied the homework and did not bother to change any of the answers. You know? This is a great character, by the way. Incredible character arc, despite being an antagonistic rival relationship. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah? I mean, I see it. Feel free to disagree, but I see it. And then obviously, Commander Kamado is Professor Rowan. This is just you're catching him at the peak of his life. His predecessor is, his what the fuck is the word? The guy that came from his balls, we meet him when he's old as shit. So that could be his son, realistically. Because Commander Kamado, he's still got the black hair, but look, the mustache and the hair is genetic, bro. And that's what I love about Pokemon. It's genetic. It's like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Why the fuck would Giorno Giovanna go, Uri? He never met Dio. He does not know who Dio is. When Dio was doing that shit, he was still in that man's balls. And he was going, Uri. Like, it's genetic. Why would Jolene do the why? When she never saw Jotaro do that shit. Descendant. Dude, my brain is fried. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you. I am still so freaking on the fence about ZA though. Can't confidently buy it because who knows if they got their shit together. I will tell you this. Legends Arceus, the game that I'm playing right now, in my opinion, is the best Pokemon game they have ever made. It is the most creative. It is the one that is the furthest gameplay mechanic wise from any other game that they've made. You know what I mean? Because in this game, you don't have to fight the Pokemon at all. You can just throw the Pokeball at them and catch them. There's a lot going on in this game. And I genuinely wish that they would take the mechanics of this game and run all the way with it in the mainline games. But I think they are way too scared to do that. So they took some of the good stuff in this game, such as, you know, the Pokemon being able to be outside of the Pokeballs and running around with you and catching like crafting materials. They added crafting to Pokemon. But it's actually pretty satisfying. And thematically, it makes sense too. Why the fuck would you be able to buy everything that you need? This is literally like a settlement. Look. It's a settlement, which is why they have like the bare minimum. You kind of got to live off the land if you're trying to do well in this world. So you punch trees, you pick up some nuts. You punch rocks, you pick up some rocks. You look at them, you go, yeah, man, these rocks are made of rock. You know? It's cool. It makes sense. It does feel like there should be a blank ancestor type word. I wanted to say predecessor, but that's the wrong thing, I'm pretty sure. Predecessor is the person that precedes you. Wait, is it predecessor? I think you can literally see the smoke coming off my head, bro. Is predecessor appropriate here? Predecessor is the person before you, right? Predecessor, Rule 34.
Predecessor.
A person who held a job or office before the current holder. Oh. So predecessor doesn't relate to people. It's just like an office or seat, right? To be fair, in anime world, how are you gonna make people realize they're related if they don't look the same? Dude! Ooh! You about to trigger me? Ooh! Listen to this bullshit, okay? I watch a lot of anime with my, almost like grandma. I watch a lot of anime with my girlfriend. And she is not a big anime watcher. Like growing up, she didn't watch a lot of anime. So we've watched JoJo, Demon Slayer, Death Note. We've watched a lot of stuff together, and every fucking time that we watch an anime and two characters look identical because they are father-son, father-daughter, mother-son, mother-daughter, whatever. If two characters are related and the anime makes them look alike, it gets her really fucking angry. She's like, that's cap. That's not how that works. Genetics aren't a one-to-one. Anime is silly. And I'm like, shut up! Shut up! Like, that is not. Why are you nitpicking how genetics work in anime? It's so funny. It gets her so mad every time. POV, you and your father look alike. Parentheses. That shit ain't right. That's not how genetics work. And it's like, what are you talking about? It is so funny, and it happens every single time. Every single time. She's like, why would they look like a copy paste of each other. I'm like, so that in anime you know that they're related. And it's like, but they could just tell us that they're related. And I'm like, no, but it's a show don't tell type of thing. They don't necessarily have to spell it out for you every single time. And if they didn't do that, you would never be able to tell that they're the same. But it's so funny. What a fucking argument. Dude, the household is in an uproar every time this shit comes up. Ooh. That shit drives me crazy. Merriam-Webster's definition is just one that precedes, and then a second definition, it literally links to ancestor. Nice. That was the word I was looking for, but I didn't want to get it wrong and say predecessor when it wasn't predecessor. I like people thinking that I'm smart, and if I'm not, I'm gonna cry, and I don't want you guys to see me cry. Where can I get? I know I just talked for like 2 minutes about how you can't get items, but I'm pretty sure you can buy apricots. I look so like my mom when I dyed my hair red. She also dyes her hair red. That my papa once thought I was her until I got up close. Yeah. This is gonna sound insane, but that's what people say about me and my sister. My sister is very, like, she's not a male version of me. And not to sound weird when I say this, but I think we're all adults here. My sister is like conventionally pretty, if that makes sense. Because she has like long, thick black hair. She has, what the fuck are merit points? What? You can buy a link cable, yeah! This game is so cool. But yeah, my sister and I have like the exact same face, but she is a lady. So she has like, obviously no shit, she has like a more feminine face, like smoother face, longer hair, you know? But bottom line is like, if you looked at us, you'd be like, oh yeah, they're related. Those two are, like, we look like twins. If I didn't tell people that I was the firstborn and inherited everything, as is my birthright, people would look at the two of us and be like, oh, y'all are twins. We look like twins. Well, not to my girlfriend. She'll be like, that's cap. What? Shut up. That doesn't make sense. And I'm like, you can hate all you want. The resemblance is very powerful. Matter of fact, I could probably look up, let me just go on TikTok and just look up my sister. Just show you guys for like 2 seconds, right? Bam. Where is she? She's holding her baby. The baby? Yo, okay, my sister had a baby last year. The baby looks identical to every woman born in our family. Every single one, dude. It is crazy. The genetics are unbelievable. Same, like, incredibly thick black hair. She was born with that shit. Well, here's one of my sister, but she's wearing like a lot of makeup, but this is just a very cute picture, right? Sister, my niece, right? Baby has the look at the chin. That is the family chin. Y'all can't see this because I have a beard and neither of them do, but they got the dimple chin. I have the dimple chin. If I shave my shit, well, I did shave my shit, you guys would see it, but you get the point, right? Like, this is not the best picture because she put like 8 pounds of makeup on, Victoria, but like, it's like looking at a mirror, dude. Oh, that's so cute. Literally like looking at a mirror. Here, there's another one of her. By the way, she's like 5'11". She will dunk on the man you love in your life and not even think twice about it. She is a grown ass man. Tall ass sister, bro. She used to play football in high school. That's not a joke. She actually did play football in high school. Throwing in Rule 34, when you said that she was absolutely diabolical, I saw a sweet out on my desk. I love doing that. I will look up anything and put Rule 34 on it, and it's just like a sentence enhancer. Just makes every joke into something a little more sinister. Just don't do it every time. Don't do it every time. Just, you know, when appropriate. She's so pretty. I think so too. I would have had such a crush on her without realizing it. No, like I wish I could show you guys better pictures, but those are just two from her TikTok. Her with her daughter, and then her with her daughter. I do have one from like way the fuck back in the day, if I could find it. Yeah, here we go. Here is a picture of me and my sister. I'm just gonna drop it on the Discord. Like, fuck it, we ball. General, boom. So that's me and my sister when I was like 18 and she was how old? I don't fucking remember. I got some more family picture. Oh yeah, here we go. Look at this. These are my two sisters because there's two of them, right? I got two. I'm just gonna post it because like it's on Discord. It's not a big deal, right? Like, oh no, he has sisters. Here's their face. Who gives a shit, right? Discord is acting up. I don't want to open for me, but if you guys look on Discord in the general, you will see it, right? Like that was my sister when she was like 17, maybe 16, and then the picture with the one person with the big puffy hair, that's my other sister who also looks like me, but you know, like the genetics in my family are very strong, especially on the women's side. My mom copy pasted 3 people. Me and two sisters, and they're all tall as shit. Between the 3 of us, we have an NBA starting team, bro. I'm 6'3", my middle sister is 5'11", and the little sister is like 5'10", and all very athletic. Like, bro, you can't ask for more than that. Alright, let's fucking head on out. Are we allowed to head on out? Let's head on out. We got a bunch of Pokeballs. And we've unlocked a new region, which means new Pokemen. We'll see what happens from there. But yeah. Crimson Mirelands. Let's get it. But yeah. Oh, dude, it's been almost 3 hours of stream and I still haven't talked about this. I've been playing Borderlands 4. I like it. It took me a little too long to realize that I was playing the game wrong. And that's my fault, okay? So let me paint the scene for you guys, okay? I have a group of friends and I don't really see them in person very often, maybe like once or twice a year because they kind of live in the city and I'm the only one that lives out here, so it's kind of like if I'm not going out to see them, ain't nobody seeing anybody, right? So, oh shit, a Geodude, ah! Whoa, okay, wait, no, that guy's level 24, hold the fuck up, hold up, wait. There you go. So, as I was saying, right? Oh shit. Who is attacking me? Whose wrath have I incurred? I'm trying to catch this Badoo. Do you guys remember Ralph Lauren? The Badoo that we had in our Nuzlocke? I miss him every day. He was a good guy. R.I.P. in paradise, bro. What was I talking about? So, I've been playing Borderlands 4. I have a friend group. I don't see them too often. It makes me kind of sad. But it also felt like I was the only one who ever reached out to them. And I think if enough time passes by and like you're the only person trying to keep in touch with other people, I have more self-respect than that. I get that people have lives, people are busy, but like, if I'm not getting a single message thrown my way, bro, and it's just me always messaging you, guess what's gonna not happen anymore? I'm gonna stop messaging you. So that's what happened with quite a bit of them. Like my literal best friend, he hasn't hit me up in like 5 years. So that should speak to that. Oh shit, a Carnivine. They only hit me up if they want to play video games together, which like if you got like a gaming group, that's one thing, but these are like people that I've known for over a decade now, like went to New Year's parties, birthday parties, and so on, and it's like kind of feels like shit to be so out of the loop, and nobody's like reaching out to me to talk or do, you know, check up or anything. The reason I'm like doing all this table setting is because Borderlands 4 came out, and I was like, oh man, I'm really excited to play it. It's a bit of a shame that like they don't keep in touch with me, I don't keep in touch with them, because we used to play the Borderlands games together, like all four of us. Played Borderlands 2 together, Borderlands 3 together, had a good ass time. So I bought Borderlands 4 fully knowing that it's probably going to be like a bit buggy because it's a new game on release. 2K games are not very fun with me. Like, they don't play well with me specifically, right? And who the fuck is that? Who is that? Who is that? Ah, I need to cash this. I don't think Ember would kill, especially if I do agile style. Just breathe on him gently. God damn. This Burmy almost got obliterated. But that's a catch. Right? Like, that's a catch. Get it. I feel that in my heart. I'm sorry you feel like that with that group. It sucks, okay? It sucks and it bothers me like every day. And I don't like drag anybody by the collar to be like, yo, talk to me. But if it is so blatantly one-sided, at some point you just gotta stop trying, right? I'm not gonna hit people up to be like, hey man, we don't really talk anymore, because that's not the truth. The truth is, unless I'm the one initiating the conversation, a conversation is not going to be had. So maybe we're not as close as I had thought this whole time that we were, you know? But that's okay, right? Like, that's okay. Gotcha! It's actually a big part of why I started streaming. Believe it or not. Oh, fuck off. Violence it is. So, as I was saying, right? I bought Borderlands 4. I picked the Siren because I almost always pick the Siren to, like, do a playthrough with. And it's very funny because the Siren in... okay, for those who don't know about Borderlands, the Sirens are... they're basically witches. To, like, really boil it down, they are witches with incredible, unique powers. Like, in a world where guns and mechs and technology are the way that you interact with the world to, like, fight and survive, the Sirens are a step above that, where they have these world-bending powers. Like, one girl has the power to go into a dimension where only she can access, and when she comes out of it, the world around her, like, explodes. Right? There's another one that can, like, just lift her hand and put people inside bubbles that explode. Right? The third one basically can create constructs with her mind like she's a fucking Green Lantern. And the fourth one, and I have, like, not looked at anything at all about Borderlands 4, so this was just very funny. I always play the Siren because they're the most interesting character to me. Tell me how the Siren in this game is a person who is incredibly lonely, but has had to adapt to being a loner, so her powers are about summoning things. Like, she can summon this, like, cat wolf thing to fight alongside her. She can summon ghost versions of herself that can shoot guns and distract people, or has, like, a giant scythe that can kill people. And it's like, bro, don't worry about it. Vex, which is the name of the girl, she doesn't need a party, she doesn't need a team, she doesn't need friends. She can do it all on her own. And I'm like, well, damn, this hit me in the feels high key. I am over here playing the game by myself instead of with my friends, and I accidentally picked the character who is the loner. Literally, one of her skills is called Lone Wolf, and I'm like, like, I've felt my heart ache a little bit there. I was like, fuck, man. Tell him to suck a fart right out of your asshole with a paper straw. I'll be your game buddy and actual friend now. It'd be an upgrade. It would be an upgrade. I'm gonna be real with you. I hope Nintendo doesn't try to sue. Dude, oh, we gotta talk about that. Put a pin on that for a moment, but we gotta talk about that. We will loop back, right? So I start playing Borderlands. I'm doing it by myself. The difficulty curve is a little crazy, but it is a game that is built with co-op in mind. It is not really a game that you want to play by yourself. Genuinely, like, it is a game that is best experienced with a group of people. So I'm playing it and I'm like, I did sink a lot of time into it because I was having a good time regardless, but I was like maybe 10 hours in, 15 hours in. I think I'm at like the halfway point of the campaign, which the campaign is kind of beefy. And then I notice on Steam, this is the part that hurt. This is why I'm bringing it up. They're all playing Borderlands together. All of their levels are synced up. They're on the same mission. Hell, as I'm talking to you guys right now, I see their names pop up on Steam, and it's like, you can tell they're on a play date because it's all of them. It just goes, blank is now playing Borderlands 4. Blank is now playing Borderlands 4. Blank is playing Borderlands 4. Blank is playing Borderlands 4. And I'm like, oh, it's not that they're not playing it. They're all playing it simultaneously together. And just nobody's hit me up. And y'all want me to really dig the knife in? Because I'm still holding on to this. This was like the last straw. My birthday was on March 8th. Right? And I don't expect the people that I've made acquaintances or friends with online to say happy birthday to me. Like, I don't, you know, like, we don't know each other like that yet, right? This is not, I'm not trying to like signal anybody out or anything like that. I'm literally trying to say, like, it doesn't bother me at all. When your best friends don't even throw you a happy birthday text or like hit you up at all on your birthday, a lot harder to brush it off. And that's what happened. You want to know? Here's what happened. Friday night was my, like, the day before my birthday. I'm excited for it. I'm just gonna like spend time with the girlfriend and spend time with family. It's gonna be nice. No matter what, it's gonna be nice. Saturday rolls around, go out to eat on the restaurant, hanging out, having a great time. March 9th comes along, the Sunday, and one of my best friends, probably the person who I would probably talk to the most out of like the whole friend group, he hits me up, and the first thing he says is, the day after my birthday, didn't hear from him. First thing he says is, hey bro, do you have somebody that you're gonna be playing Split Fiction with? And I go, nah, I wasn't really planning on playing that. Maybe I was gonna save it for a rainy day to play it with my girlfriend. Maybe I can even stream it. He goes, oh, cool, no problem. And that's it. Haven't heard from him since. That was March. It is now September 15th. I haven't heard from these motherfuckers in 6 months, but the day after my birthday, you want to ask me to play Split Fiction with you. I'm not trying to be a bitch about it, but at the same time, I don't know how much I'm expected to tolerate either. If you don't care enough to remember your boy's birthday, if you don't care enough to check up on a homie, if you don't care enough to throw a text, you know, throw a text. And again, like, let me preface this by saying again, if I'm not the one that hits them up, I'm not getting hit up. Nobody's gonna talk to me. And that's something that I've been carrying for pretty much the entirety of this year. Oh yeah, check it out. More legacy characters. Shitty friends? Yes. No, I'm not gonna defend them because that is just really shitty to do. Commander Saturn. This is such a fun thing that you can do in this game. We got Commander Saturn. We have Gym Leader Candace. I never liked the Candy's nuts or jokes, you know? I never found them funny. People be like, can this dick fit in your mouth? Ha ha ha. It's like, that's not funny at all. There's like not a shred of creativity in this joke. You just made a these nuts joke pretty much. Pokemon Agatha. But yeah, that's what I've been carrying for like, I would say the entirety of this year, right? From my birthday all the way down to right now, today with Borderlands 4, right? I'm not asking people to like make me the center of attention, but if it is not a two-way street, why the fuck would I keep trying to reach out to people who don't do me the courtesy of reaching out to me? So, you know? There you go. That's not great. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. So that's I'm only bringing that up because I'm playing Borderlands. It was by myself. I was having a good time with the gunplay because it's really good, but Borderlands is best enjoyed in a group. So, and I always have pretty rough experiences, just like if I'm playing a game and I go online and I try to get a group from the ether, you're not gonna have the best people in that group, not gameplay wise, but just like attitude, you know what I mean? But I was like, well, fuck it, the game is kind of like giving me some friction for playing solo, so let me go and try the online, because there is matchmaking and the game has cross-play, cross-platform. Anybody who owns a copy of Borderlands 4, you can play the game with, and that's awesome. So I go online, I do a boss fight with somebody, it goes great. It joins me and another guy. The guy is practically dragging me by the collar to fight optional bosses around the world, and I join him. He's amazing. There's a big group. There's 4 of us. We're fucking going crazy, and I get a bunch of legendary items from it. I had played by myself for like maybe 12-15 hours, not a single legendary. I played with this guy for like 3 whole hours, complete random stranger on the internet, 3 hours, and I got like 5 legendaries off of it, and I had a great time with it. So maybe the lesson is like, maybe the people you really fuck with and trust, maybe they mean more to you than you do to them. I think that's a big part of hitting this age. I've cut out tons of friends for the same reasons. I should just ask. I like to think that I put in the effort to cultivate friendships and retain them, but if it's just me hitting you up, why the fuck would I do that? There was a friend I had from like high school. I loved this person. Like, she and I were like this, like best friend. And they moved to Texas. I'm here where I am in the East Coast, and we still kept in touch. They had some relationship problems. I was there, right? Like, I was there. I had relationship problems. She was there. Close ass friends. Again, if I'm not the one hitting her up, no conversation is being had, and didn't get any like acknowledgement of even being alive on my birthday. So I was like, oh, you, even if you're busy, to like not even drop me, like, just you're not talking to me at all. Now from my perspective, I'm being a nuisance. If I'm hitting you up and you're not responding, or you're not hitting me up at all, now I feel like I'm a nuisance. Like it is a chore to engage with me. I fucking hope that's not the kind of person I am, but not like I'm not gonna self-reflect on it. At some point, maybe I'm the problem, but whatever. We should have a party and play games and ping their accounts and say nah. If they try to play with you and say sorry, party's full. No, they wouldn't care. I could have a whole stream talking about the worst friend that I have had in my entire life. When I was going through literal heartbreak, like I thought I was going to die from the pain, literally. And this was when I was 25, 26. So not like puppy love or like, oh no, my first relationship. Like, no. The biggest, most important relationship of my life ended and I was devastated. Didn't hear from him at all. Haven't heard from him in years. And this is the worst person that I know in my life. But that might be a discussion for another day. I'm someone who legitimately not realized that it's been a long time since I last talked to someone, and that has unfortunately but understandably caused me to lose friendships because we fell out of touch. That is very valid, right? And I always give people the benefit of the doubt because it's like, hey, if you're getting your education or work has been a bitch and you barely have the energy to like do any communicating with somebody, I get it. I've been there, right? I don't respond to every message as soon as I see it. It sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I'm busy. Sometimes I don't see it or I miss it. One of my closest friends since junior high, who also has ADHD, explicitly discussed that tendency and set up some stuff to help talk to each other more frequently. Even if we can't change our ability to notice the time passing, we can adapt to it. Damn. But that's so cool that you guys are putting in the effort to not have a misunderstanding and like actually keep in, oh my god, I'm burping for some reason, to actually keep in touch and do shit together, even if it's just like, hey, we're vibe check, right? Just vibe check. There are some times when I would just hit people up to be like, yo, vibe check, how you doing, how you been, I love you, you know? And if it's a one-way street, man, at some point you realize it and you go, I'm not needed here. I'm not needed here. You're absolutely not at all a bother, first of all. Sometimes I do feel like it. Sometimes. Not always. Very rarely. Check this shit out, fellas. You see the three people on the screen right now? The girl in the gray who's the leader, the girl on the left with the blue, and the girl on the right with the blue hair? Check this shit out. We're gonna start with the one on the left in the blue. This is a 1-to-1 of the 7th gym leader of Gen 4, Sinnoh, the Ice-type Pokemon trainer, Candace. See? Literally the same hair, and even the same little hair place thingies, these shits. She literally has them, but as earrings, right? That one's very cut and dry. Now, let's take a peek at the girl on the right. Uh-oh, we got a gender swap. So the girl on the right with the blue hair, with the devil horns, this is Commander Saturn of Team Galactic. Everybody loves him because they think he's smoking hot. Not my taste, but there you go, right? Commander Saturn, this is your hot grandma. Last but not least, and this one is actually really interesting. This one is actually really interesting. You guys ready? The woman in the middle, look at her hair, right? She is a younger version of Bertha's design. Bertha is one of the Elite Four members of Sinnoh. Very, very strong trainer. Kind of a wall for a lot of people who might not be expecting it, right? So this is Bertha, right? Sweet old lady, cool, very strong. Looks exactly like her, right? Well, the hair is really the only similarity here. But wait, what if I told you that Nintendo went sicko and not only did they give this lady one ancestor, or excuse me, not only did they give her two descendants, or fuck, stupid. Not only did they give her one descendant, they gave her two. Look at Agatha, who is another Elite Four. What is this? It must be young Agatha. Look at Agatha from Gen 1, right? This old ass lady who uses ghost type Pokemon. Really, she's like the purple type trainer, but yes, right? Agatha. And then look at this lady again. Do you see it? Do you see it? Right? So Agatha and Bertha share a common thread with the lady in the middle. Find shit in the middle. And there is further proof. Okay? Agatha's ace Pokemon is Gengar. Bertha's ace Pokemon would technically be Rhyperior or Hippowdon. It really depends on what game you're playing. If it's Diamond and Pearl, I'm pretty sure it's Hippowdon. And if it's Platinum, it's Rhyperior. Rhyperior, way stronger, way scarier. It is fucking crazy that that Pokemon exists. Guess what Pokemon she uses? This random lady has a Gengar and a Rhyperior. Not only do they look the same, they use the same Pokemon. And guess what? We're about to see that right now. So Coin wants to fight. Guess what fucking Pokemon Commander Saturn has when you fight him? Toxicroak. So not only do they look the same, they even use the same Pokemon. I'm not complaining, cause it's fucking cool. Like, if people want to argue on the internet and spell it out for them, like, no. In case you missed the plot, god damn, that's a lot of damage. In case you missed the plot, these people are related. Very, very, very directly related. We're gonna switch to Geodude and pray that he doesn't use a fighting type move, or she uses a fighting type move, but they probably will. Yeah, we eat that. Not as well as I'd like. If he uses a fighting type move, so be it, bro. We thug it out regardless. How are we faster? That's crazy. Yeah, you know what? I take it back. The game actually looks like it runs a lot smoother than it did the first day that I played it. I'm not saying the art quality of the trees is fucking blowing my pants off or anything, but look at the frame rate. You know what I mean? Look at the frame rate when compared to what it looked like on the Switch 1. You know? Game actually looks real. Kind of crazy. She inherited the hair color via osmosis of Agatha wearing so much purple. Ah, yet another hint right in front of our faces. Friends will do what they can to make sure. Wait, no, I skipped a message. My bad. My bad, OG. I have health stuff that sometimes leads to stints for treatment and monitoring with some of the meds, and I legit get a sore one out during those periods that by the time the docs are out of room long enough for me to look at my phone, trying to catch up on sleep. Yes, I remember. I have definitely lost contact with peeps because of that, though unfortunately some take it personally. Life happens sometimes, however, it's not like we don't try and reach out when we can. Yeah, like, you give people leeway because of life, right? Be it health, work, education, or just like, bro, I'm tired, I'm busy, you know? And that's valid. But if it's long fucking stretches, boy, at some point, you know, that's where I'm at. Let's go do I need to level up the guy. Cause this dude ain't going nowhere. They shall be on the team until the end of days. Friends will do what they can to make sure you know they care, both trying when they can and understanding when others can't. There needs to be communication and effort from both sides. That's the bottom line, you know? This game is so fucking pretty. Oh my god. Anywho, that's the bottom line, right? It needs to be a two-way street, and at no point does it feel like it is. I literally haven't heard from any of them in months. In one person's case, I haven't heard from him in like 5 years. In the other person's case, it's been maybe 2 or 3 years. So, I don't know. It could just be a case of laziness. If someone put a gun to my head and was like, "Why aren't they talking to you? Spit it out!" and I had to fucking guess for my life to guess why they don't talk to me, the only thing I could think of is they're lazy. I know that's the fact for one guy. Like, he is god awful at maintaining friendships because he doesn't give a fuck. That guy is the laziest person I have ever met in my life. But we'll crack into that story another day, okay? Maybe tomorrow's Tuesday. I'll be in class all day. I probably won't stream tomorrow. And if I do, it'll be a quick one. But Wednesday, we can really get into it. For some reason, it's always the ones who expect me to do the reaching out that get offended by my vanishing the most. Is it the same with you? For me, yeah. Well, actually, no. Hold on. That was a knee-jerk response from me. What it actually is for me, I know you're talking to Wise, but I'm gonna talk like if it was to me. So, the problem is, nobody is hitting me up to be like, haven't heard from you in a while, bro. You good, bro? Like, it feels genuinely, it feels like nobody cares. Nobody cares enough to hit me up to be like, how are you? How are you doing? How have things been? You know? I got one friend that we don't hit each other up all the time, just like once every couple of weeks or months, just to be like, I hope you're good, bro. I see you're on that grind. That's awesome. What are you up to? We should make plans. We never do, but at least like the effort to pretend to make plans is there. And I fucking appreciate that. Oh my god, a wild Tangrowth. I mean, this Pokemon isn't nearly all that when he doesn't have his hidden ability. Regenerator gotta be the fucking craziest thing they've ever done in Pokemon. Gotcha! I pray to the Lord above. Oh no! How strong are you? Level 45? Hell no! Get me the fuck out of here. I'm not fighting you. Go pay your taxes, dude. That guy's way too strong. Now this Tangela. Level 21? Yeah, we got time. There we go. Spilling some nacho tea? Yes. I am absolutely like, I am not above like, oh, the sanctity of my friendships and relationships. Like, no, these people have not cultivated this friendship whatsoever. And I want to talk about this stuff because it has honestly been on my mind. It's been on my mind. It's been bothering me. And it sucks that they keep in touch with each other. Oh, by the way, they're roommates. I completely forgot to add that little factoid. 2 of them are roommates. The third guy lives about as far as I do, but they managed to keep in touch with him perfectly fine. And then the 4th guy doesn't live with them, but they talk to him every day. They practically coddle him because he is like, I'm gonna put this as bluntly as I can, he is a waste of human space. Completely. He is a fucking waste of human. And I know that might sound extreme, but if I told you guys why I'm saying this, y'all would be like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? But again, that's a story for another day. You seriously so freaking kind-hearted? My last stint, you barely knew me and you still reached out to be like, you live? And I was like, OMG. Yeah, that's true. That is true. We met Waffle House. Oh my fucking god, that guy's strong. We met Waffle House earlier this year, and I was like, oh, this person's funny as shit. So, you know, they're in the Discord, we chat every now and then, but there was a little while back, a couple months ago, where Waffle House, like, stopped existing, and in the back of my head, I was like, oh my god, what if something happened? You know? And so I hit them up, and I was like, hey, not to be weird, but like, I hope you're okay. Hope everything's good. And then, you know, we went from there, but I was like, genuinely like, oh, I hope you're okay. I just kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. There was another person that was like that too, but they were talking about, I'm gonna travel across the US via trains and such. And I was like, that sounds like the great American journey. Probably wouldn't do it this year. And I'm scared to say, guys, I haven't heard from that person all year. They were around when I was streaming Grand Blue, and then I haven't heard from them all year, so that's fucking scary. You know, I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's crazy. You know? But yeah. I hope I catch this guy. He's really strong. Hey! Oh boy, fellas, that was close, am I right? But there you go. Like, the more I talk about my friend group, the more I realize they might not be the best. Because, and I've talked about this before, if every now and then somebody asks me, I was like, you know, why did you start streaming? Why did you start streaming? And honestly, it might not be the cute, wholesome story that people want to hear, but here's the fucking facts. I started streaming because my friend group kind of just, I'm not gonna say I got pushed out of the friend group, because I don't think, that's not how I would describe it. More like, they drifted from me. I didn't drift from them. I was still doing all the work, but they drifted from me. So I was like, oh, they're not talking to me. I guess I'm not wanted around here, bruh. So I stopped hitting them up. There is one guy that hits me up, and I fuck with that. I fuck with him. He's great. But all the other guys just kind of, I may as well be dead, to be honest with you. Like, I literally may as well be dead as far as they're concerned. So, oh, fight's not over. Mud bomb. So, oh fuck, that's annoying. Hey, these guys are actually pretty strong. But Krogunk is like 4 times weak to this, right? I'm not trying to murderize him. I just want to, well, if I do agile style, maybe this won't kill. Just give him a little love tap. Oh, no. No. No, no, no. Not quite what I had in mind. Dude, the game is actually running really smoothly right now. Don't take my word for it. But it's running really well right now. And gotcha! Fuck! Oh my god, good catch. That boy level 27. That is a grown man who just got added to the team. Is this a Switch 2? It is. It is. Like, maybe this is some type of placebo, but I genuinely think that the game is running better on the Switch 2 than it was on the Switch 1. When I tried it out, like, it's not as noticeable as fucking Gen 9. Gen 9 looks like 2 completely different games. It's fucking awesome. But this, it's not as big of an improvement, but it is still an improvement. I can't pretend like it's not. I think one confusion wouldn't kill, right? How strong are you? Stop killing all our new friends. Damn. I still sometimes think about that time I came into chat after a long day and you were just like, would it cheer you up if I wore a cowboy hat? It was small and silly, but a seriously sweet and thoughtful gesture. Well, yeah. I'm not here to antagonize people. I know I might come off a little dickish sometimes, but that's just because, like, I am very much averse to, like, the cute, wholesome ooh-woo streamer. I'm not... This might sound like the opposite of everything you guys are saying about me, but I'm not here to be like the cute, wholesome ooh streamer that's like, make sure to hydrate, smiley face. Like, I do care about you guys, but I'm also going to treat you like adults, and I don't like it when streamers are like the cute, wholesome. I don't like it. I don't like it. It weirds me out. Not in a parasocial way, it just does not mesh with me whatsoever. I care about you guys, but I think I'm just gonna pretend like I don't, and that's a good middle ground. I don't know. Holy shit, is that a Hippowdon? Another grown-ass man over there. But no, I do appreciate talking it out with you guys. It helps me to vent and formulate my thoughts, because this shit genuinely, like, again, it really has been bothering me for a minute, man. And I really wish it didn't, but it does. What you're saying is you're a tsundere streamer? Not once did I think to use that word, but yes. Perhaps that is my true nature. No, I don't want to use examples because then I feel like I'm calling people out. And it's like, you stream however the fuck you want to stream. For me personally, I could never be that, like, cute, wholesome, happy, streamy guy. Even if I care about you and appreciate you and hope for the best for you, I'm not gonna tell you about it. You know? That's weird to me. Ow! It's weird to me. And I see, there was one streamer, this is the one person, I'm not gonna call them out because I'm not gonna use their name, but I'm gonna fucking say it. There was a streamer, whoops, that I used to fuck with, and the amount of like ooh wholesomeness that they did was genuinely nauseating to me. All they said and did was like be that, and I was like, hey man, this is fucking boring. It was like watching a children's television show. Where's the friction? Where's the comedy? I'm here to live, baby. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And maybe that's my problem with it, is that it was dreadfully boring as a spectator to see. Oh bro, I'm about to destroy the whole hippo population. Where's this paradox? Fellas, why don't we end the stream on a paradox? This might be the absolute coolest thing about this game. Pokemon Legends Arceus takes place 100 years in the past before the events of Gen 4 Sinnoh, and there are Pokemon from the past, new Pokemon that are literally extinct, that don't exist anymore. But there are these things. These are called time paradoxes, right? And in this bubble, holy shit! In these bubbles, you can find very powerful Pokemon, and sometimes if you're lucky, you can find a Pokemon that is not supposed to exist right now. And when I say that, I mean like Weavile does not exist. Sneasel does not exist in Hisui. We have Hisui in Sneasel, and that guy exists, but this Pokemon, like, these Drifloon exist, right? Like, we have a Drift fucking whatever right now. This is not a weird Pokemon to run into by any means, right? Their levels are kind of crazy, but that's just the emphasis on this game is like, bro, this ain't your mama's Pokemon game. These Pokemon are out here looking for blood, and they will kill you. Which includes, look at the frame rate on this. This actually looks good. Like, the fights are actually pretty hard, but you get the point. We need some grip for sure. I love a wholesome person, but we gotta know the real crevices of your mind to not feel like it's fake. I'm glad you say that, because that was my other thought in the back of my head. I was like, dude, this feels... I almost feel bad saying it, but these are my genuine opinions. I felt as though the person being all cute, wholesome, ooh-woo streamer was incredibly performative. I felt like they were being the, like, you know how they say you attract more flies with honey than with vinegar? That's what it felt like watching this person do their stream. I was like, bro, every fucking moment of your stream, you are trying to be this, like, the host of, I'm out of here, bro. I don't even want to fight anymore. You got it, bro. Bye. I don't need to be here. That's my purse. I don't know you. He killed my guys. But yeah, the paradoxes are so cool. Oh, what the fuck? Upgrade. Oh, I don't have space. Is that a Porygon 2? Holy shit! Oh, and he brought friends. Bye. I'm not doing that. This shit look like a mugging. A Porygon 2 spawned in, dude. What the fuck? I want you guys to know that is crazy. It feels put on. I get it. I'll say it for you. Literally, yes. Yes. 100% yes. It felt performative to me. I was like, look, you can be a cute, wholesome, ooh, blah, blah, blah streamer. But in my perspective, it's like, I didn't learn about this until I was dating back in like 2022 before I met my girlfriend. Youch, this motherfucker had shock. That like what fried my brain. I didn't know about the term love bombing. This got to be some new shit because it wasn't around in my generation. So love bombing is a thing where you meet somebody and you just, oh my god, I love this, I love that. It's like the over emphasis on positivity, right? And so it's like, look, you're not gonna, it's not gonna be daisies and rainbows every single moment of your relationship. Speaking of which, my girlfriend is like at the door right now. And so that is like a new term that has come out and it's fucking crazy. Welcome in. We were just talking about you. Not the bad stuff, the good stuff. They're saying hello. You can go, yeah, come in. Come on. I like your neck accessory thingy. How was your day? Good? Yeah. Okay, I got a question for you. What is love bombing? Oh shit, I'm about to die. Look at this drift bloom. It might kill me. Yeah, no. This game is fucked up. It takes place 100 years in the past, and you see this like purple shit I'm in. Is that an Eevee? Oh my god. Get the fuck over here. No, this game is fucked up. Look at who's fighting me. That guy, and that guy.
Everybody all
at the same time, yes. Look at this. They're gonna kill my shit, bro.
Yeah, you're.
Nah, I'm cooked. I just wanted to catch Eevee. I should honestly just throw. There's 3 of these motherfuckers, and they're all about to take a turn. I should probably just throw the Pokeball and call it a day.
Yeah.
What a cool catch this Eevee would be. I'm not catching it at full health. No. So what is love bombing? You might be more familiar or like be able to explain the term better than me.
It's when you go into a relationship and you just do everything all at once. Like you tell them you love them, you can like you've been together.
You're laying it on thick,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Like you just.
It's like, I
like,
love this, I love that, I love.
Yeah.
It's like this like over positivity, right?
Yeah.
So
to get them attached.
You hear that, fellas? She said it. I was right. She said it well.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm asking you this is because I was talking about like there is a certain kind of stream that I don't like. I'm not talking about specific people. Yeah. But you know the specific people that I don't fuck with. But I'm not talking about specific people right now.
Yeah. Okay.
But there is a certain type of streamer. Your mic is super low right now, huh?
No.
It shouldn't be. Oh, fucking! I keep forgetting to pause. There's a Heracross in front of me. That would be so cool. How does it sound? It should actually sound good. I'll raise it up a tiny bit just because I did put the mic like closer to her face. Let me go back actually. I think 52% is fine. So there you go. Yeah, my bad. Thank you. Let me throw this Pokeball real quick and pray to God that nope. I want to catch this Heracross so bad, but there are too many Pokemon. So there is a type of stream that people do, certain people, right? And they're like overly wholesome. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to be like, hey, what's up? Welcome in. How are you? How are you doing? All that. Like, what's going on? But then there are some people who be like, oh my god, it's you! It's you! And then they'll like roll down the red carpet, but it's for everybody. And they're like, make sure you're hydrating. Make sure that you're like, oh, I'm so happy for this. I'm so happy about you. I'm so happy about like it's like too much of that to where, in my opinion, because I'm a piece of shit, it feels performative. It feels like it's like fake.
Yeah, they're just doing that so people think they're nice.
Unless they were lobotomized, I can't understand how somebody could be that happy and positive like all day, every day.
Taking too many SSRIs.
Too many hot chips frying their brain. You know, and it's like, good lord, fucking take a breath. Nope, get over here. He's trying to run away. He tried to drown himself, actually. Look, now we have a proper 1v1. I would love to catch this Heracross because it is such a cool Pokemon.
Like a swimming pool.
He ran right into the water. He saw me and was like, oh, hell no. Try to run his little ass. The mic peak? Yeah. You moved it and I was like, okay, I worked. Yeah. I got real quiet. But that's my point, basically, is just like, sometimes it feels like the people who are like overly nice and sweet, they're doing it as like love bombing, but for streaming.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever heard anybody have a discussion about this, and I think it's a big problem in the community. And I need to single-handedly bring back being a dirtbag.
Yeah.
But you get what I mean, right? Like, it's just like,
It's fake.
it feels fake to me. Is like this abundance of like positivity and fucking, you know what I mean? Oh, game's not on the screen, we're just hearing the sounds. It's not going great. I found a wild Heracross and we're trying to catch it because this would be such a cool catch. So the thing that's cool about this game is that Heracross should not exist because it's 100 years in the past.
He's only regional in Florida.
No, you're thinking about the real world.
Yeah.
No, he's from Johto. You can catch him in some places here and there, but like this is supposed to be Sinnoh Gen 4.
Yeah.
But like 100 years in the past. So they did a really cool thing. You see all this purple shit around me?
Yeah.
We are in a time paradox, and so randomly there will be this big ass bubble and Pokemon that are not from this era will spawn in. It's like running into a bug from 100 years in the future.
Oh.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
So like, look, Heracross, Eevee, Porygon 2. You think that they had Porygon 2 100 years ago?
No.
Hell no, they had sticks and rocks. So that's what's going on here. And I'm trying to catch this fucking Heracross because it would actually be a really rare catch. And he's getting mad. He's getting stronger right now. Geodude was supposed to tank that. He's not. Geodude, tackle! Fuck! I'm trying to catch it. It is so strong. Nacho's version of Dirtbag is probably like Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus. You know that song?
Yeah, I know that song.
Okay, there you go. That's good shit, man. But yeah. I was actually about to end stream and then this bubble came up and now I'm too emotionally invested. I gotta catch this Heracross. I have to. I was gonna do, ooh, I bought some chicken I bought some fettuccine and we have chicken. I was thinking of making that with some Alfredo.
Yeah, and the pasta.
Yeah. I got the pasta, I got the Alfredo, and I got the chicken.
That sounds good.
Yup, and we got broccoli too.
Okay.
If you wanted to do that, or if you didn't want anything healthy. I'm sorry, I looked at your arms when I said that. I was like, if you want to be healthy, yeah, like fucking. It was instinct. I'm sorry. Oh my bad, G. But yeah, I was gonna pop the chicken to cook like 5 minutes ago, but this fucking Heracross has other plans. There's not. As soon as I leave this room, I either caught the Heracross or I'm gonna be in a bad mood. Rest of the day is gonna ruin the rest of my day. Yeah, I hope so too. But yeah, that's the plan. If you look on the like, you know where the stove is?
Yeah.
You know where I keep the pasta?
Yeah.
I got that and the Alfredo right there. If you want to just like pop it out,
Okay.
and put the chicken. It takes forever to cook that pasta, so you know.
Oh yeah.
If you wanted to get started without me, just don't burn the house down.
It's boiling pasta.
The boiling pasta, step 1. It's like the SpongeBob, the lid, the lid, the lid. That's good shit, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From the SpongeBob show. Yeah, there you go. Did you watch the Patrick show?
No.
No? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know a single person that has. Well, there you go. Oh! Caught it.
Good.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you in like 5 minutes. All right. I lied. It's not gonna be 5 minutes. There's a Porygon 2 over there. You think I'm gonna waste this opportunity? Get the fuck out of here. We're catching that Porygon 2, fellas. It's the last thing I do. She's so pretty. I know. I know. And so sweet. She actually is. She's actually really sweet. I'm a lucky guy, man. I don't know why I'm lowering my voice like I'm whispering secrets or something. Fellas, we're gonna catch that Porygon 2 real quick. It is a Porygon 2. Whoa. I mean, when in Rome, shit. Dude, all that work and then we caught another one instantly. This game be playing with my emotions. If we could catch an Eevee though, that would be so cool. Dude, fuck off. Hiya! Oh, okay. Never mind. We moving, we grooving. Where's that Eevee? And then they even give you like really cool items in this game too. You got the shards. They gave me a protector, which is what you need to evolve Rhydon into Rhyperior. They really do it all in this game, if I'm being honest. Which is why I'm excited for Legends ZA. I know, Waffle House, I know you talked about it briefly, that you were like, excuse me, holding out on it. I can say with full confidence that game is probably going to be straight gasoline. Gasoline! You scared like she'll find out you like her or something? That's true. Can't let your, yeah, I'm like the ultimate tsundere, bro. Can't let my girlfriend know I love and care about her. That's a mistake. That's a rookie mistake. What the fuck? That's an Umbreon. What? What? Hold on, I gotta separate him from the bouncer. No! Oh my god. Bro, this place is crazy. I mean, easy come, easy go, right? I'm not gonna cry about it. Oh, wow, easy come, easy go. Dude, that distortion was crazy. A fucking Waltz? Watch this, bro. They call me Tom Brady. Damn, right on the doink. Fuck yeah. 2 for 1 too. This game is kind of cool, actually. I'm glad we're playing this. We're making no progress at all, but we're catching some fly ass Pokemon. Hell, if I really wanted to, I could probably take Ralts all the way to the end of the game. There are so many Pokemon in this game, there's like no real wrong choice. If I'm being 100 emoji. What the fuck? If I'm being 100 emoji. Christmas dirtbag version they recorded? No. That's stupid. That's very silly. Found in my search for regular songs that original artists made a Christmas version of. I found 13 so far. That's awesome. That is a very fun playlist. And with the technology that we have today, that we could probably compile quite the list. I'm excited for the holiday season, man. It's gonna be my first holiday, like, you know, living with the girlfriend. I actually, you know, have my own place now, so we can, like, I can have families spend time here, you know. I did kind of plan to have my friends over, but it's kind of like, friends who, bro? I would sooner do the annual nacho barbecue and everybody's invited, you know? As in you guys. If you wanted to take the trip to the East Coast. Ah, shit. It's Geodude. Ah. But fellas, I think that's enough for today. We laughed, we cried, we vented. I had a fun stream. I can only hope that you guys did too. And if you didn't, My bad. They can't all be bangers. Sometimes we put out some duds. But in all seriousness, I appreciate y'all a lot. I hope everybody's staying safe. Move all at once. Is there... Oh, there we go. Perfect. Boom, boom, bam, bop, 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 pow, bam, bop. Don't really need this right now. Probably don't need these right now, but that's okay. What? Ball of mud. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh. A wild Pokemon will be calmed if it eats one of these berries. Huh. Huh. That could actually come in very handy. Don't need this. Probably don't need this right now, but I'll make some to not have to worry about it. And then these are how you raise a Pokemon's stats permanently in this game. They wanted to make it very easy, so they did. BRB, I just put away work stuff. I'm gonna take my post-work poop. I might not be here by the time you come back, but regardless, thank you. I'm having fun with this game. Visually, it is improved. I was wrong. It actually does look better than it did when I played it the first time. Reorder move. Oh, yeah, it doesn't have old moves, does it? I'm actually really excited to see what the hell they do in the next game. ZA, use on do what because you are my protagonist. I think attack is what I want to give. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. No, it's good. It's good. Speed. Even though your speed isn't the best, but that's okay. Speed again and speed at 3. So speed maxes out at 3. Let's give you some defenses, cause bro, you got defenses like a wet paper bag, brother. All right. Now rest up so you can heal. Oh wait, that's not what that does. Yo, I want to see my Pokemon. Cause we just caught a lot of really cool guys. And to be blunt, this team is kind of resident sleeper, and I want something exciting, such as these Heracross. Look at these beauties, dude. 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. We're gonna take this one, right? This one's level 22. There's not too much difference other than like raw ass stats, so we'll take that guy. And Graveler's good, Luxio's good, Staravia can probably go in exchange for Ralts, maybe? That's exciting, dude. Catching the Ralts randomly, I like that. We also have Scyther, but it breaks my heart to say this. Scyther can't evolve into Scizor in this game. There's no Metal Coat. Metal Coat doesn't exist yet. This Ponyta is useful right now, but we'll probably change it out. Though having a good fire type is pretty nice. I'll fuck with this team though. Confusion, Draining Kiss, Hypnosis, Rock Smash, Pin Missile, Aerial Ace, Slash. Damn, he got a grown man's moveset. What the fuck? This game is so cool. Let's see. Where the damn move relearner mans? There you go. Yeah, see? Even the way that they do moves in this game is really cool. Why would we ever want rollout over Rock Slide? That's foolish. And again, why did they take this away? This is such a cool feature. You can just, look, what the fuck? You can change the Pokemon's moves here. Now, to be honest with you, I don't know if I want to swap out Tackle for Slash, because Tackle does 40, Slash does 70, but Aqua Jet does 60, but it's Stab. We'll switch it out, it's fine. It'll give him a fighting chance against Pokemon that are better than the moves it has. Luxio, we're actually using, like, look, it's worth, look, what the fuck? It's actually worth it. Why would I have Thunder Shock over Thunder Wave when I have Thunder Fang? But that's what I like about this game. Like, they let you get in there without any friction. In other Pokemon games, to teach a Pokemon a move that it used to have that it no longer does, you know what a pain in the ass they made it? Since when could Ponyta learn Hypnosis? Ew. And we'll save here. What the fuck? How do you oh, that's the Pokedex. I was like, how do you save? My gal. Nasty gal. Bump me off the track. Alright, fellas. We're gonna end it here. I'm exhausted and I need some food. So we're gonna end it right here, right now. Thank you guys for joining me. I had a good time with Pokemon. My armpits are sweaty. That was gross. But thank you guys for joining me. I will see y'all probably on Wednesday. Maybe tomorrow if I have a little bit of time after school, but probably not. If not, Wednesday will be the next stream time. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.